Yo! What is good? Philly Take Nation, welcome on in to an edition, first of the season, first of the year, NBA playoff game day live, where the stars are made, where the big moments shine, where the big players put their best display on in front of the entire world. We are beginning the NBA play-in tournament, not with the 76ers. They'll be on tomorrow night. But we have to scout. We have to watch. We have to break it down. And most importantly, we have to enjoy some good hoops, man. It is the Charlotte Hornets at home. First time in the play-in in 4 years. Taking on the Miami Heat, the play-in champions. Hornets coming in as a favorite. They've had a great year. Will they be able to keep up the electricity within that young, fiery team? Within that fan base that for once feels a little bit of hope? Or will the Miami Heat do what they have done time and time again? Battle their way into Charlotte, take a W as a heavy underdog. These teams are fighting for their life. This is the playoffs, man. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. It's now or never. You lose, you go home. Yo, I just got chills, man. I'm fired up right now. Sixers play tomorrow. I'm ready to watch this game tonight, man. I'm ready for the game tomorrow. I'm ready for this game. I'm fired up, bro. This is playoff hoops. This is no more regular season. 12 guys are out. I'm super pumped, man, and I'm excited to share all of these games with you. Tell you a little bit more about that here in just a few minutes, but welcome on in officially the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show, brought to you by our friends at National University. And as always, we are powered by the Prize Picks app. So once again, it is the 44-38 Charlotte Hornets taking on the 43-39 Miami Heat, the 9 and 10 seeds temporarily. This is the number one game day show. We give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. I need y'all to do me a huge solid, man. Honestly, if you are in the chat already, we got a ton of people in here right now. I want to blow this live show up so much that we are the top live show for the play-in on YouTube. Can we do that? It's a collaborative effort for tonight and for the entire playoffs. I need y'all to go down below, and I need y'all to hit that thumbs up, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to get to 53K. We have covered almost every single Sixers game this season. We've covered a few outlier NBA games, but I said that similar to last year, we were going to really dive into the playoffs. We had so much fun last year. We were able to open up the horizons. We were able to get so many awesome NBA fans in here last year during the playoffs. And that was with half of the playoffs, man. Like, we streamed the last couple rounds. So I really believe that we're going to have a lot of fun, whether the Sixers are in it or not. We have a lot of additional NBA fans that tap into this great community that we've built. So no matter who you're rocking for, man, tap in the chat, like the show, subscribe to the channel, turn on noties, and last but not least, make sure you follow us on all platforms, man. We're going to have our link tree coming through in the chat. You can click that. You can follow us everywhere. We're pumping out content on all platforms. Last but not least, man, shout out to the channel members. If you guys want to become a channel member, especially when the chats get heavy, get your name highlighted a different color, comments read out priority, emojis, badges, and much more, hit that join button down below. All right, man. For these playoff games, we're not going to do an entire pregame show. It is going to be a little bit condensed, right? We'll save our pregame, postgame for the Sixers stuff. We are going to talk about the matchup, though. You know, we're going to do a little bit of pregame analysis, not our full-scale pregame show. We will do a little bit of a post-game show after, just kind of our instant quick reaction for 10, 20 minutes. So we'll talk about that after the game. But, man, I'm pumped for this matchup. How do you guys feel? I want to get everybody's thoughts Tap in the chat. We'll give some shout outs a little bit later on. But we have the 10 and the 9 seed, and typically, which I didn't even realize how long the play-in had been going on. It's been going on for 5-6 years now, which is crazy. Feels like it just started yesterday with Ja Morant. But I'm actually really excited for this matchup. One, if the Sixers lose, which we really hope they don't tomorrow, and trust me, we got some updates with the 76ers. It's not even a Sixers live show, and we have some updates with the 76ers. We'll talk about that later on in this show. But this is a really intriguing matchup. Who are you guys leaning towards? I put a poll up in the chat, but who do you think's going to win this game, and how do you think it's going to go? I mean, looking at these teams, man, the Charlotte Hornets, the 9 seed, they have been absolutely cooking in the second half of the year. I believe they had won, 20-something out of their last 28. Like, they've been on fire. They have arguably the rookie of the year. They have LaMelo Ball, who's finally getting to play in a big game, Brandon Miller, and they are one of the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's interesting because when you look at the pace numbers, it's funny. The Charlotte Hornets actually don't play that fast according to the pace numbers, but they're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Like, they will shoot you out of the gym. They had the top 2 three-point shooters in the NBA this year in Con Knipple, who was a rookie, which is unbelievable, and LaMelo Ball. And Brandon Miller's knocking down at a career-high clip. He dealt with an injury this year, but he's developing very nicely. And for once, the Charlotte Hornets actually have a lot of hope. Now, on the flip side, you have the Miami Heat. And I was listening to some stuff today. I heard some really wild stats. I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. I'm not going to sit here and say I did a whole hour prep for this game, but there was one stat. I think it was the Charlotte Hornets beat more teams by 40 plus points than any other team in NBA history this season. I think it was like 8 or 10. I might be wrong on that, so please don't quote me, but I believe it was the Hornets, and it would not surprise me with the way that they have shot teams out of the gym. But on the other side, you have the Miami Heat, who are kind of struggling in, I don't want to say mediocrity because I think they're better than that, but they've just dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, can we even say injuries at this point? Because every team is injured. I think it's a league-wide issue at this point. It's hard to say who isn't dealing with injuries. For example, the 76ers are not going to have their anchor tomorrow night against Orlando. But what I do want to talk about with the Miami Heat, which I feel like from everything I've heard today and the last couple days, I don't think people are giving Erik Spoelstra enough credit. Now, I'm not saying the Heat are going to win this game, but they have the defensive presence. They have the defensive-minded coach. I mean, Erik Spoelstra can get it done on both sides of the ball as a coach, but every time the Heat show up in this play-in game, they're 4-2. They have the most play-in experience out of any team. They literally rode the play-in all the way to the finals 3 years ago. They are made for this game. Erik Spoelstra literally said that yesterday. He said, for some reason, when we get into play-in, like, we're just made for it. So I do think the Heat and their experience will bring them into this game a lot calmer. I'm not saying the Hornets aren't going to have a great game. Con Knipple's been in a bit of a shooting slump. You know, LaMelo's kind of hit or miss some nights. But I do think the Heat and mainly Erik Spoelstra give them a big chance to win this game because of his experience. I mean, he's one of the best coaches ever. And I mean, think about the teams that he has brought out of the play-in with guys that you probably have never heard of or forgot about. And, you know, they sound like JV players. I think Miami has more of a chance than people are giving them in this game, at least to keep it close. Now, what does Miami need to do in order to win this game? Main key for Miami is they got to establish Bam Adebayo. His numbers are a bit down this year as it relates to getting to the free throw line, playing more from the inside out, being physical. He's had a pretty solid year again. And Bam Adebayo obviously had the outlier 83-point game, which everybody's going to hang their hat on. But outside of that, I mean, Bam's just had a good year. It has not been great, in my opinion. Miami is 17-24 on the road. So if they really want to set the tone, they want to go into a place that's going to be buzzing, no pun intended. What do they call it? The Hive, the Hornet Hive or something? He's got to shut them up by immediately establishing his post presence against Diabate. Diabate has been a really good big this year on the offensive glass. Second chance points are going to be huge in this game. I think it starts with Bam. And the other guy is Tyler Hero, who, if I heard this stat correctly yesterday, is shooting like 70-something% against the Hornets from three this year. Like, it's just been ridiculous. And Tyler Hero has carved this team up. Tyler Hero's got to live in that mid-range area. He's got to find his spots on the floor. But I fear that if Hero is not on and the Hornets get off to a quick start and they're just chopping threes, I don't think the Heat are going to be able to get out of the hole. So that's kind of my main overall thought. The Heat are not that talented. Like I said, I wasn't trying to say they're swimming in mediocrity, but they're kind of towing that line. They had the Jimmy Butler fiasco last year. They didn't go out and really improve. They're kind of just, they're in the middle of the pack, you know? Whereas the Charlotte Hornets are a rising, ascending, young, electric team with great vibes. And if we look at the ratings this year, because again, I mean, we could look at the matchup stats. The Heat have beat the Hornets 3 out of 4 this year, but it's hard to really evaluate matchups because most times teams are not playing at full health. So I look at the offensive and defensive ratings. You have the Charlotte Hornets, who are 5th in offensive rating, 3rd in three-point shooting. They're a crazy offense. And then you have Miami, who's at 13, so closer to the middle of the pack. But on the defensive side, you have the Charlotte Hornets, who are number 11, and Miami is also at number 13 on the defensive side. So Miami's kind of right there in the middle of the pack. The Hornets were very close to being a top 10 offensive and defensive team. They usually say that those teams that are top 10 in both have a good chance to go all the way. I think there was like 4 teams that did it this year. Hornets have been very fun, and it's crazy because in the beginning of the year, they were not good at all. I mean, they had a quick start for like 5 to 6 games, and then they got injured. Then they came back after the new year, really, and after the All-Star break, and they just went on a run. I remember they had the league's top offense for like the month of January, maybe February as well, because they were just absolutely cooking. They were figuring it out. So anyway, man, that's kind of my overall take on this game. I am happy for Charlotte. I like the way that they've been playing, and I think they are building something pretty good there. I guess real quick X factors before we get to the predictions. Looking at the Miami Heat, they don't have a lot of bench help. I think if anybody's got to be the guy, Khalil Ware is the one for me, mainly because, again, the Miami Heat are going to try to win this game with some size. They got to establish the interior, and they play very quick, right? They're going to have to keep Diabate off the offensive glass, and I think we're going to see lineups where Spoelstra goes to not only Adebayo or Khalil Ware, but puts them together. My Sixers just saw that not too long ago. So, yeah, I think Khalil Ware's got to be big off the bench. And maybe even Davion Mitchell. You know, he's been like a play-in champion. So, yeah. I mean, the Miami Heat, like I said, are 4-2 in the play-in. The Hornets are 0-2. They were in it 3 years ago. And the Charlotte Hornets actually haven't made the playoffs in a decade. So they're trying to do something big, but they're going to have to win 2 games. This one tonight, and then against the winner of the Heat, or I'm sorry, the winner of the Magic and Sixers tomorrow night. As for Charlotte, looking at a potential X factor, I mean, we just talked about Diabate, but I think Knipple might be an obvious choice, but he's been in a bit of a shooting slump. He needs to come out and have one of those games that kind of stamps him as the rookie of the year. So I'm looking at Knipple to get off to a quick start, plays with a lot of confidence, and if he does that and he puts Charlotte on the map right away in this game, it's going to be hard for them to lose it. Miami is down Nikola Jovic and Drew Smith. That's pretty much it. Everybody else good to go. And that is where we sit on this Tuesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. I am RB. I cover the 76ers. I cover Philly sports, but I also cover the rest of the NBA in the playoffs and games like this. And I'm excited to get this one underway. Like I said, we'll be live for the Sixers and stuff tomorrow. If you have not checked out my official preview prediction video, I would highly advise you do that. I broke down literally everything you need to know about the Sixers and Magic game tomorrow night. That is here on the YouTube channel. Definitely follow us everywhere. And get us to 100 likes. We got 100 people in here already, man. Get us to 100. We're going to shout out some of the members here in a moment. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to ask you, what is your final score prediction? We are going to keep the final score predictions. I know I said I wasn't going to do a huge pregame. I kind of got into my flow. I just love talking basketball. I love talking sports. And I love this stuff, man. This is a very intriguing play-in matchup. What's the other one tonight? The Suns and the Blazers tonight, late night. We're not going to be streaming that, of course, because we got the game tomorrow. But I'm hype about this game, man. I'm excited to see what happens. And again, we also kind of have a rooting interest, us Sixer fans, because if the Sixers somehow lose tomorrow, and we do have to talk about some Sixer updates, but if they lose tomorrow, they're going to have to play the winner of this game, which I think would be very tough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, drop your final score predictions in the chat. Here's what I need from you. I want your final score prediction. What is going to be the final score? So give me the final score numerically. Give me your team, who's going to win tonight, and give me your leading scorer prediction. Who is going to lead this game in points tonight, and how many will they have? So once again, give me 4 predictions in the chat. I would like to know who is going to get the win tonight. What will the final score be? Who will be the leading scorer? And how many points will they have? All right, I'm going to give you my final score prediction on the other side. I'm going to read out some of the comments and read out some of your predictions and shout out to the members as well. But before I do that, got to give a shout out to our great partners of the show over at Prize Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not on Prize Picks yet, if you haven't downloaded, now is the time. The playoffs are here. We know this is where stars are made. Every play counts. There's no better way to cash in if you're right on high-flying hoops action than with Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Every bucket, every dime, every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. You can build lineups with multiple sports in the same entry, but tonight we're looking at the NBA, the play-in. You could make some parlays even from this game tonight, as well as the Blazers and the Suns. You could take Tyler Hero on the more points, Bam Adebayo on the more rebounds, or maybe you're going with the Rook, Con Knipple, more on the threes. It's going to be an electric game tonight. You got to check out their new team picks markets as well, where you can pick game winner spreads and totals all on top of the player picks that you already know about. Ladies and gentlemen, cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderella moments this spring with team picks on Prize Picks. It has made the watching experience so much more enjoyable because now you can root for a certain team and cash in if they make the right picks. It's like a double whammy. And with team picks, you can also pick who's going to win the entire finals, a certain series, an MVP award, or others as well. It's another way to pick the sports you love, all on Prize Picks. Team picks are available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. And Prize Picks also offers early payouts. So if your player gets off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out the winnings before the game even finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, download the Prize Picks app today. Pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. Get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup using the code CLNS. Once again, that's code CLNS. Get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is your final prediction? Let me know in the chat. I think this is going to be a bit closer than people expect, at least for the first half, for the first 3 quarters. I think Eric Spoelstra is going to come out blitzing the young, inexperienced Charlotte shooters in terms of LaMelo Ball and Con Knipple and Brandon Miller. But at the end of the day, man, I don't think the Heat have enough magic left in the tank in the play-in. I think the new boys on the block are just going to catch fire, and maybe they have an off night. If they do, they have to live with it. But everybody seems pretty confident that the Charlotte Hornets are going to deliver, and they're going to stay on this hot run that they have been on in the last couple of months since the new year. And the Miami Heat, who have lost, I believe, have won only 4 out of their last 15 or 14 games or whatever it is, are going to continue to be mediocre tonight. And I just think the Charlotte Hornets have too much firepower in this game. And I think we're going to see that on display, and they're going to be hyped up, and the crowd's going to be electric. So I am going to take the Charlotte Hornets to pull away in the fourth quarter, and I think they're going to score a lot of points in this one, man. I'm going to take the Hornets to win this 124 to Miami's 109. 124 to 109 is my final prediction. The Heat just get lost in the sauce, and the Charlotte Hornets hit way too many threes, and I think they might start off a bit slow. But honestly, man, I think Brandon Miller was made for this moment, and he has escalated. He has, risen this season in a lot of ways, battled through injury, had a shoulder injury. But while Knippel has been struggling and LaMelo can be on or off, Brandon Miller has been the constant. And I think Brandon Miller is going to drop a nice 32-piece in this game. So I'm going to say Brandon Miller for 32, and the Charlotte Hornets win it 124 to 109, and they advance on Friday night. Keep in mind, and there's been a scheduling conflict, right? The Sixers got flipped to Wednesday. Hornets play tonight. That's another reason the Sixers don't want to lose tomorrow, because now the Hornets, if they win tonight, or the Miami Heat, if they win tonight, they're going to have an extra day of rest. So I think the Hornets are going to advance to play on Friday night on the road for a chance to advance to the first round. That's my final takeaway, man. Let's get over to the live chat. Give me your final predictions. You know what? We'll just drop the beat for fun, man. Let's drop the beat like we always do. Let's go. Who else we got up in here, man? Lou World, what's up, brother? Lou World says 114-106 Hornets. Brandon Miller leading with 29. Clint, what's good, bro? 121 to 113 Hornets. Ball with 27. James says 121-113 Miami. Adrian's got LaMelo with 28. 50 Ton says Hornets 105-99. Don Boyle in the house. Hornets 119-105 Miller 29. Go Birds 116-113 Hornets. Ball 27. I'd like to see Charlotte. Busy B says 119-108 Hornets. LaMelo with 27. I want to say Con, but I like Miller, says Don Boyle. He's thinking like me. Soda, what's going on? Discipline says 118-109 Hornets. LaMelo with 30. 50 says Melo under 27. Mark, what's going on? Don Boyle in the chat. Busy B says smash the like button. Get us to 100 likes, man. Alden says 122-121. Bam with a game winner. Under 228.5. 139-104. Hornets says 8th. 864. Heat 103-97. Bam with 35. Mark says Heat win 120-99. We got a lot of predictions on both sides. It's going to be a lot of fun here tonight, man. Let's go. Starting lineup for the Heat: Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell, Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo. So I was just talking about this in our little pregame here. Looks like Spoelstra's going with both of them to start. For the Hornets, it'll be LaMelo Ball, Knippel, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate. So Eric Spoelstra going with the double big lineup to begin this game. I think that's a good call. I kind of like it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am RB. This is the NBA Playoff Game Day Live show right here on Philly Take with RB. We're going to be streaming a ton of playoff games. It all starts tonight, and I am excited for this matchup. We will talk a bit about the 76ers. We have some updates on them coming here later in the game. We'll do our trivia. Even though the trivia race is over, shout out to our guy Lou World, who clinched it on the final game. Shout out to Lou. We still have more trivia to have fun with here in the playoffs, and we'll do everything else as well. By the way, Lou World, make sure you hit me up, man, either on Discord or on social so you can get your prize. Guys, one final housekeeping rule, and mods, you guys can let people know this in the chat. Please, no spamming, no spoiling the game. Still trying to work on some different things on my end, but for now, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. So please do not spoil the game in the chat. Wait till I call it for you to comment on it, and do not spam. No spamming allowed, but we welcome everybody here, man. Great community that we've built, and we are ready to rock here in Charlotte at the Spectrum Center. The NBA playoffs, or play-in rather, we'll call it, is underway. There's Davion Mitchell on the first possession. He's going to drive, kick back to Hero. Hero downhill, goes all the way, scoops it up, just missed the layup. Rocking the yellow shoes tonight. Hornets have it after the first miss. 10 versus the 9. LaMelo was thinking 3. This is a packed crowd tonight. Here's Brandon Miller, number 24. Former second overall pick. LaMelo floats it up and in, and the Hornets strike first. Here is Davion Mitchell. He's going to dribble, drive, downhill, pushes LaMelo out of the way, floats it right up and in. Davion Mitchell has been a guy over the years that let's go. Davion Mitchell has played well in the play-in. He's kind of made a name for himself. LaMelo going to miss a deep 3. Here come the Miami Heat. Davion Mitchell at the top, guarded by LaMelo. And we got Hero hitting the deck. So a lot of guys flying around so far here in the first minute. So it's going to be a physical game, man. It's going to be a physical game. Guys, if you have not yet, please hit the thumbs up button. That helps us push this out to more NBA fans and viewers. Hit that subscribe button, man. Welcome into the show. Shout out to the mods, the members, everybody in the chat. $5 super chat from Vaughn. Thank you so much, Vaughn. What network is this game on? Excuse me. It is on Amazon Prime tonight exclusively. Same thing with the Sixers game tomorrow night. Here's Khalil Ware going to hit a 3 from the corner, and Miami has a 5-2 lead. But yeah, for the first time ever, all of the playoffs and play-in are exclusively on streaming platforms or national TV. So they are not available on local broadcast this year. Amazon Prime acquired the rights for some of the games. Hornets miss it. Diabate gets it back, and he lost it. Picked up by Miami. A lot of that experience showing early. Looks like Brandon Miller just took an inadvertent shot in the face, but he's going to keep running down the floor. Hero drives all the way, and he's blocked by Miles Bridges. Here's LaMelo Ball down the other end. Going to step over, drive, switch to the left hand, lays it up and in. Melo and Mitchell getting into it a little bit. I'm sorry, that was Andrew Wiggins, who was a part of that Jimmy Butler deal last year. And now Wiggins going to be fouled in the lane. This game's getting physical. By the way, for the Charlotte Hornets, Con Knipple, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, and Musa Diabate. And I know some of y'all do not have Prime, so no worries, I got you. Here's Tyler Hero in the lane, floats it up and in. Miami Heat take the lead by 3. Here are the Charlotte Hornets. Miller going to find LaMelo. LaMelo at the top. Comes around a screen. He finds Miller. Miller out the Bridges. The longest tenured Hornet for 3. And hits! Miles Bridges ties it up at 7. Here are the Miami Heat. Adebayo drives the lane. He gets it to go against Diabate. Diabate looking a little bit uncomfortable thus far. Here's LaMelo down the other end. He sidesteps a 3. He drills it. LaMelo's on a fire.
He's on fire.
Miami blows it all the way down the other end. Mitchell with an easy layup, and we have a timeout by Charlotte. A lot of quick buckets back and forth, back and forth. Charlotte is starting to get into their groove. They're looking confident. They're letting it fly, man. They are letting it fly. They came out a little bit timid in the first few minutes, but LaMelo Ball up to 7 points in the first 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the show. Thank you so much for being here. Can we get some fires going in the chat? Can we get some fires going in the chat? Hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. Once again, for all my 76ers fans in here, I dropped the full preview prediction. Definitely watch that ahead of tomorrow night's game. We will be here streaming the Sixers and Magic play-in. But ladies and gentlemen, we're constantly trying to do different shows. We're trying to, grow the content, keep it flowing, This is already showing the makings of a really good game tonight. We are doing this content for you, man. For all of you in the chat, my great viewers, my great community that has enjoyed our calls all season long and our analysis. We got you covered, man. We got you covered. Let's see who we got in the chat. Busy Beast is so far so good. This game is giving what it needs to give. I agree. So far, this is an electric ball game. Electric. Dom Boyle says, I got Prime. I'm watching the Phillies and Flyers. I'm relying on your call. Dom, let's go, my guy. Shout out to Dom. Showing love, man. Appreciate everybody being in here. It might be your first time tuning in. If it is, welcome. We're going to be doing this a lot throughout the playoffs. We're going to be enjoying these games. And hopefully the Sixers can make the first round. But if not, we got a lot of other games to talk about. Legendary in the chat. What's going to be? What we say? Not going to be here, but I'm going to like and support always. Appreciate that, man. It's been a busy couple of days for me, man. I mean, like I said, I've just been cranking out research about the Sixers and Magic. Just, there's only so much you can do for a play-in game, so I've come to realize that, and if the Sixers lose somehow tomorrow night, then we're going to have one day in between of rest. If the Sixers lose tomorrow, they have to play on Friday against the winner of this game, and it doesn't look good. And if they were to win that game, they play on Sunday afternoon, I believe. So, listen, man. Actually, no, I think it would be Sunday. Yeah, I think it would be like Sunday, like 4 or something. But yeah, man, it's been a wild season. A lot of ups and downs, very unpredictable. Also, if you guys see the Hornets in the background, it's not because I'm supporting one team or the other. We're just here at the Hornets arena. I'm not there, obviously, but Hornets are the home team. That's why I have the Hornets background up. But yeah. Clint, what's going on, bro? Mark Saber in the chat. Busy B, what's up? Cable's in the house. Cable, what's up? Cable, appreciate you being here, man. Great channel member, VIP. You had a great run in the trivia, man. Great battle with you and Lou. Go Bird Sixers, what's up? Electric, what's up? Philly Talk Podcast in the house. What's up, bro? He says, we're cooking the Magic. I have an update for you all and just a little bit on that as well. Sixers have to win that game tomorrow. Here's Concanipple for 3. That one off the mark, picked up by Miami. It's Khalil Ware on the rebound. And here come the Miami Heat. Davion Mitchell. Now Andrew Wiggins. Here's the dribble, the drive, the pull-up, and he banks it home. Miami takes a 3-point lead. We are 4 minutes into this one. A lot of high energy so far. I mean, you have to imagine, especially for Charlotte, as Bridges got it swatted away by Khalil Ware. Here come the Heat. Hero down the floor. Mitchell, Ware from the wing. It's short. Here come the Hornets running and gunning. The Heat are actually the quickest team in the league according to pace. They have the fastest pace while the Hornets do not. But what the Hornets do is they move the ball and they shoot a lot of threes. LaMelo can't scoop it in with the gather. It's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say Hornets ball. So Charlotte going to get a second attempt here at this one. Antoine, what's going on, bro? Thanks for being here, man. Did you watch the WNBA draft? I did watch some of that, actually. I watched like the first 8 picks. Here's Concanipple going to drive and kick. Diabate, now LaMelo. LaMelo around a screen. He's going to drive, accelerate, downhill, goes up against Ware. He took the contact, and he was fouled. LaMelo to the line. All right, you guys want this Sixers Magic update now? If you do, drop a yes, sir in the chat. Let's go. And get this to 100 likes, man. 220 in the building tonight. Let's go. Get us to 100 likes so we can wake up our neighbors. Can't give the neighbors any nights off. You know, tomorrow we're definitely going to be waking up the neighbors, but we want to piss them off again. So let's wake them up. Every 100 likes, we hit the air horn. First one, go to the line for LaMelo. The Magic locker room is in turmoil, says Busy B. Dom says, I'm getting a lot of ads. Was like, look at the temporary Heat fan host. I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what you mean. 2 of 2 of the line for LaMelo. 1 point game. 7:30 to go here in the first. Here is Andrew Wiggins. He's going to dribble, drive against Bridges, kicks it out. Mitchell, step over, kick back. Now Wiggins, one-on-one. He's got Bridges. He's going to drive. Wiggins has to kick it out. Mitchell against Knipple. Great on-ball defense. Mitchell floats it up, and that one is rebounded by the Hornets. Zion James, former second-round pick in for the first time. Knipple for 3 in transition, no good. And it was crazy as Knipple shot that, the whole crowd elevated. It's like they're living and dying on every shot, as they should. Haven't been to the playoffs in a decade. Need to win 2 to get in. Knipple going to dive on the floor. It's a jump ball. Both of these teams are fighting, man. I like this. I like it a lot. All right, so in terms of the update with the Magic and the Sixers, so there was a report put out today by, hold on, let's see who put it out. Well, it actually came out from 2 different people. First was from Raheem Palmer. He said the Magic are dealing with major turmoil in the locker room. Hold on, we'll get back to it in a second. Here's Jaime Jaquez in for the first time. Tyler Hero going to drive, goes to the baseline, puts it up, left it a little bit too long. And here come the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo down the floor, guarded by Wiggins. 6:40 to go here in the first. LaMelo launching from deep, just missed it. Knipple going to track it down, dives into the crowd to save it. LaMelo to a cutting Diabate, and it goes right through the hands. Here come the Heat. Jaquez all the way, no contact. Hornets trying to get it back, and Jaquez grabbed it, but he stepped out of bounds. Okay, so the original report said the Magic are dealing with major turmoil in the locker room. Sources are saying that a star player is willing to demand a trade if head coach Jamal Mosley is not fired at the end of the season. That was then followed up by Jake Fisher, who says the Orlando Magic are almost certain to fire Jamal Mosley no matter what happens in the playoffs. That's crazy, man. So the Magic are already going into this game thinking, yeah, our coach is getting fired. They've lost the locker room. Here's a 3 from Miller, and he drains it. Brandon Miller puts the Charlotte Hornets back on top. It is 15-13. Here's Jaquez, the dribble, the drive, the kick. Here's Wiggins, one-on-one against Miller. He's going to pull up from the wing. Cha-ching! Miami's going to answer right back. Here's Miles Bridges now on the other side. Ryan Kalkbrenner in for the first time. Bridges a 3. He's got another one. It is an offensive shootout here in quarter number 1. 5:40 to go here in the first. A 3 ball from Khalil Ware. Can't get it. The rebound by Wiggins. He puts it back up and in. We're all squared away at 18. What a game so far. Here's LaMelo. He drives and kicks. Now Miller. Miller back to LaMelo. LaMelo, second in threes this season behind his teammate Con Knipple. Coming around a screen, LaMelo going to find Miles Bridges. He has 2 triples here in the first. Bridges going to drive, steps back, a little bit of separation, and fouled. The foul will be on Jaime Jaquez. But anyway, man, so it seems like the Magic are already going to fire Jamal Mosley. And I said that in my preview video yesterday. Like there was a moment, I think a month ago, where Paolo called him out. And Paolo has regressed a bit this year after getting that big contract, but guys are just not seeing eye to eye over there in Orlando, and you've seen that all season. I mean, they're kind of like in the Sixers boat where they kind of just want the season to be over. So, yeah, I mean, if Jamal Mosley's already going to get fired anyway, then the Magic are probably not going to give any effort tomorrow night. And that makes it even worse if the 76ers end up losing tomorrow night. They better win that game even without Joel Embiid. Bridges is going to go 2 of 2 at the stripe. He is off to a hot start. How about 8 points in 7 minutes for the longest tenured Hornet? Hero had it poked away by Bridges. He's impacting the game everywhere. Drives the floor, kicks it out. Here's Kobe White, acquired at the trade deadline. White to Sion James for 3. Can't get the bounce, but it's put back by Kalkbrenner. The Charlotte Hornets are buzzing, and they have a 4-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game so far, man. What a game. Charlotte now with a 4-point lead. We have a timeout on the floor. Wow. A lot of energy, a lot of high-octane offense. And the Charlotte Hornets, led by Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball, who have 17 of the first 22, are on fire. Charlotte is dangerous, man. Charlotte is absolutely dangerous. 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the live chat right now, please do me a favor, go down below, hit the thumbs up. That helps us push this content and these streams out to more individuals, grow our channel, and continue to escalate here in the playoffs. We're not technically to the playoffs yet. We're just in the play-in, but the plan is to stream a ton of playoff games, as many as we can, and to just have a fun time with that. So, hope y'all are doing well, man. Thanks for being here, and let's keep it rocking and rolling. What do you guys think about that Magic report? What do you think about the rumor that they might fire their coach no matter what? Will the Magic have any intensity tomorrow? Well, let me tell you something. If they come out the way that they did against the Boston Celtics in the season finale and they lose to the Sixers after losing the backups, I mean, you may as well just can them at that point. Don't even let them go home with the team. Stay Alive says, appreciate this. I'm at work, cannot watch the game. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Dom says, do we have any Hornets or Heat fans in here? Yo, that's what I want to know. We got all these people in the chat. I want to hear you in the comments, man. The more you guys interact, the more fun this becomes. Do we have any Charlotte fans or any Miami fans in the chat? If so, let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from. Like, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling about your teams tonight? Let's go, man. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. Are other people even streaming this game? I think some people are. Maybe some of the... Is there a Heat fan or a Heat channel? You know, it's crazy. There's really not a lot of content creators, man, for these different teams. There's not a lot of different content creators for, like, the Hornets or the Heat or anybody. I mean, I've been seeing this for years. There's just so much gray space in the content industry, and that's why I like streaming some more of these games, man. But we got to push this out to more people. We are going to do a trivia question at the end of the first quarter, so no worries about that. We will keep the tradition going. Not for a specific prize, but we will have some fun with it. We'll see who can get some bragging rights. You're going for the Heat over the Hornets, says LeBron. I don't think so. I'm not going for anybody, honestly. I'm just watching the game and breaking it down. That's what I'm doing. Magic are going to end up with Doc Rivers. That would be nuts. I don't think Doc's coaching again. Here's the dribble, drive, floater, or actually it was an alley-oop, and Bam Adebayo fouled on the alley-oop attempt. 4:40 to go here in quarter one. 10-seeded Miami against the 9-seeded Charlotte Hornets. Can anybody name the Charlotte Hornets lineup the last time they were in the NBA playoffs, which was in 2015 and 2016? I don't even know who was on that team. I'd have to like really think about that. Maybe Kemba, right? Here's Bam Adebayo. Adebayo going to find Norman Powell, who started coming off the bench the last couple months after having a first half all-star type of season. Pell Larson in for Miami as well. And the Heat turn it over immediately. Norman Powell had a crazy fall off in the second half, but they still need him. Josh Green in for the Charlotte Hornets, formerly drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. He was in that Grant Williams trade. Hornets missed the little runner, but they somehow get it back. Miller going to kick the Kobe White. He was acquired in exchange for Colin Sexton at the deadline. Bit of an interesting move. Probably thinking about more future control. Here's Miles Bridges. He's going to go through the defender, up and in. Bridges is absolutely cooking right now. Miles Bridges is on fire in this first quarter. The Hornets are on a 9-2 run. Here's Davion Mitchell, quick pull-up. He misses. This is what I talked about in the pregame show, because if the Charlotte Hornets get so far ahead, I don't know if Miami has the offensive firepower to get back in it. There's Kobe White with a nice high scoop off the window. Hornets on an 11-2 run now. Pell Larson, guarded by Kobe White. He's going to come around a screen and drive and now kick it back to Hawkes. Hawkes to Larson. Larson under the rim, lost the ball. Went up without it. Now he falls to the ground. The Hornets are getting physical against Miami. And Norman Powell fouled by Josh Green. I got to be honest, man. It's only the first quarter, but I thought that the Miami Heat would come out as physical as the Hornets are right now. Like, the Charlotte Hornets are playing like they know their life is on the line. That's pretty wild, man. Shin says, 2 of the best are in Philly. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I thought they were the Bobcats back then. They may have been. When did they become the Hornets? I don't even know off the top of my head. Might have been a little bit earlier than that. Here's Hawkes for 3. Can't get it. The Heat have no answers right now. When did the Charlotte Hornets... I'm sorry, when did the Bobcats become the Hornets? Inbound is kicked away by Brandon Miller. It's going to stay with Miami. 14 on the shot clock. Bobcats officially became the Hornets on May 20th, 2014. So it was the year before they became the Charlotte Hornets. So yeah, let me see if I can find who was even on that team. Anybody have any guesses who was on that Hornets 2015 team? I'm going to say Kemba Walker. That's about all I know. 3-ball missed by Miami. Hornets have been in the dumps for a while, so they have to be electric tonight. Here's Kobe White going to bounce it over to Brandon Miller in the corner for 3. Couldn't get the bounce. Josh Green, the offensive rebound, just missed it on the putback attempt. Here come the Miami Heat. Powell dribbling, driving, downhill, finds Larson, goes up and in, and he was fouled at the tail end of it. It's going to be a late whistle. Larson with a scream. It's going to be a foul on Miller. So one more coming up for Pell Larson at the line. Let's see, 2015. Let's see. Oh, wow, our good old friend Nicholas Batum was on there. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, former top pick out of Kentucky. My buddy was actually related to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist way back in the day. Frank Kaminsky. Yo, they had a funny team. Spencer Hawes was on this team. Wow, Tyler Hansborough. Oh my gosh, man. Jeremy Lamb, Jeremy Lin. They had 2 Jeremys. Knipple drives the lane, floats it up and misses it. Hornets try to take it away, but it is going the other way. Heat getting a little momentum here. Wow. Cody Zeller was on that team. Al Jefferson was on that team. Wow. Matter of fact, the last 2 times the Hornets made the playoffs was against Miami. Hawkes a 3, can't get it to go. In that 2015 season, the Hornets actually took it to 7 games before they lost to Miami. They were the 6 seed. Miami was the 3. White going to drive, floats it up, misses it. Hornets get another rebound. Here's Kobe White, 2 for $1. Can't get it this time. And Adebayo comes away with it, and we have a foul on the Charlotte Hornets. So this is what I was talking about with the Heat experience, man. Like, they find ways to stay in the game, man. Miami is just, you could just tell, like, even when it looks like they're going to fall out of it, they're just a very strong team. Here's Adebayo going to post up Diabate. He's going to turn, hook it up, and got it to go. Heat down by 4. Chat, how are we feeling, man? 200 in here. Get us to 100 likes. Let's go. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Here's Kobe White at the top, coming around a screen. He's going to find a cutter. Now kick to Knipple. Knipple from a deep 3. Can't get it. Hornets a little bit cold after that 11-2 run. Here come the Miami Heat. Bam Adebayo posting up. He's going to kick to Jaquez. Now Powell going to drive and kick. Jaquez for 3. It's short. Kobe White picks it up. Less than a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Hornets fans have become a little bit silent. What happened to Cody Zeller? I don't even know. The Zeller brothers. Remember Tyler Zeller? Did they have a third as well? That was the Plumlees. Kobe White kicks it out. Here is that who I think it is? Is he? I don't even know if he was still playing or not with the Hornets. That Grant Williams, man, he did lose some weight though. I'm not gonna lie. Grant Williams has had a crazy career, man. First round pick in 19. Played 4 years with the Celtics. Went on some deep playoff runs. Then went to Dallas with a big contract. They traded him right away. And he spent the last 2.5 years in Charlotte. Really has dipped off, man. Only averaging 7 points a game. Only playing 19 minutes a game. Still in that contract, though. Here's Bam Adebayo trying to establish that interior. He turns, he hooks it up, and gets it to go. So the Heat have come within 2 points. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Knipple at the logo. Knipple, 1-on-1. 4, 3, 2. And it looks like there was a screen set by Williams, and I think Fontecchio, who just came in for the first time, is going to get whistled for trying to run through it. If you guys do enjoy this game call and the way that I do these games and having the live stats and every other component, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We will be breaking down a ton of playoff games this year. Trivia coming up here at the end of the first quarter. We do trivia every end of the first. Here's the inbound. Knipple at the buzzer. Can't get it. So he goes 0 of 5 in the first. Knipple off to a cold start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the end of quarter number 1 here on the playoff game day live show. Hornets lead it by 2, 26-24. They went on an 11-2 run, but the Miami Heat came storming back. But it is the end of the first quarter, and that means it is time for our favorite segment, NBA Scholars Trivia. NBA Scholars Trivia. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill, man. This one, like I said, not going to count towards any prize or whatever, but we're going to have some fun with it, you know?
Let's go.
And I know a lot of you are used to Sixer Scholars Trivia, but we're going to sprinkle in some NBA knowledge as well. We're going to see who really knows their stuff. So, only one guest permitted in the chat. I'm going to say the question first, and then I will drop it in here. And we'll see who can get some bragging rights as we move forward here in the playoffs. NBA Scholars Trivia, presented by National University. Shout out to our great partners. Here we go. Our first playoff trivia question is, which player has the most rebounds in the playoffs in NBA history? Which NBA player has the most playoff rebounds in NBA history? Only one guess is permitted. Most playoff rebounds in NBA history. Who has it? Give you guys 30 seconds. While I do that, let's see. MCD, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, for the one time, shout out to the Flyers. They are back in the playoffs with the last time being 2019 and 2020. Let's go, Flyers.
He's on fire!
MCD, what's up, my man? Thank you for being here. And yeah, shout out to the Flyers. I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched a ton of Flyers games. I have not. But I have watched a few recently, and they are back in the playoffs. Maybe the Sixers will make it 2 for 2. We'll see, man. MCD, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to the Philly teams. All right, 10 more seconds, and then we will announce who the winner is. All right, time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, which player has the most playoff rebounds in NBA history? The numerical value is 4,104. Sheesh, that is a lot of rebounds. And the correct answer is Bill Russell. Don Boyle got it in the chat. Don Boyle, congratulations, man. Bill Russell is correct. Saw a lot of different answers. Wilt, good guess. Believe he was number 2. But Bill Russell, all those Celtics playoff runs, 4,104 rebounds in the playoffs alone. That is insane. Thank you to everybody for playing NBA Scholars Trivia, presented by our great partners over at National University. Knipple going to turn, spin, put it up, got it to go. Con Knipple gets his first bucket of the game here to begin the second. He was 0 of 5 in the first. So Miami brought it all the way back. They were getting down by a lot there in the first. Here's Norman Powell going to drive, spin, kick, and he threw it away. Just a bonkers decision by number 24, Norman Powell. Again, who is coming off the bench. Here's LaMelo, going to drive all the way, floats it up. He's blocked on the other end. Somebody hit the hardwood. Here come the Heat, 3-on-1. Hawkins, the Larson, lays it up and in. Oh, and it's Adebayo. As LaMelo gets a free dunk on the other end, Adebayo is down, and he is holding his lower back. LaMelo is screaming something at the referee. Adebayo looks like he came down maybe right on that tailbone. Bam Adebayo is hurt. Let's see it again. Oh. Oh, LaMelo Ball. Looked like he might have swiped the foot of Bam Adebayo. I want to see it again, but it looked like Bam was kind of... It looked like LaMelo maybe got shoved from the back a little bit, but then he was like moving forward. LaMelo fell down on the drive attempt, and it looked like Bam Adebayo might have got his foot swiped by LaMelo Ball. So if that is the case, man, that is not a good look for LaMelo. Oh, boy. Chat, what do we think, man? What do we think, man? What do we think, man? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hopefully Bam Adebayo's okay and we can move forward and the game's fine. But yeah, you definitely don't want to do that in a playoff game, especially with all eyes maximized. I mean, you never want to do that, but I don't know. Kind of looked like he swiped at his foot a little bit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? By the way, 200 plus in here. We are 6 likes away from 100. Let's go. Let's wake up the damn neighbors, man. Hit the thumbs up button. This is just the first playoff game we're doing. We will continue to do more, and we will continue to have fun. But we need all you guys in the chat, man. We need everybody in the chat to keep us going, you know? Moonblast says, wow, that was a serious cheap shot. Kind of looked like it. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Kind of did. Dom says, I figured Bill Russell because he's been in the playoffs a lot. That's a great guess, man, and you got it. You got it. A lot of rebounds, man. A lot of rebounds. Busy Bee says, yikes. Yeah, that's how I feel. I guess they're reviewing this. I don't know. We'll see. Guess they're reviewing it. Maybe wasn't as egregious as like a Grayson Allen or something like that, but I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Jack, give me some thoughts on the Sixers Magic tomorrow night. Give me some thoughts on the Blazers Suns tonight. Like, how are we feeling about these playing games? Oh no, Bam Adebayo's going back to the locker room. Let's see it again. Oh, LaMelo. Wow, he grabbed his ankle and ripped it out from under him. How do they not look at that? How do they not look at that? What? 3 ball from Norman Powell is way off, so now the Heat are without their anchor. LaMelo's going to find Knipple in the corner. He airballed it from 3. Has Knipple hit the rookie wall? Has Knipple hit the rookie wall? Let's see what Eric Collins has to say about LaMelo Ball ripping his ankle and sending him to the locker room. Remember when Eric Collins was hating a couple weeks ago on Joel Embiid? LaMelo got so mad at that foul call. LaMelo's playing like at 1,000 miles an hour right now. But yeah, I don't know how they did not review that. LaMelo Ball literally ripped Bam Adebayo's ankle out from under him as he was losing his balance. And Bam Adebayo's going back to the locker room, so that's crazy, man. Thank you for saving me from internship boredom. I got you, man. I got you. We're having fun. We're having fun regardless, even though it feels... Oh, wow. Spoelstra is mad. Spoelstra is heated right now, yelling at the referee, and I would be too. Spoelstra is ripping the referee. He's like, how did you not go and review that? That is crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's Davion Mitchell going to spin and kick. Here's Norman Powell. Powell going to cross over and drive. Floats it up. Somehow got it to go. Kind of a no-look heave. Norman Powell floated it up and in. Charlotte leads it by 2. Kobe White going to drive, and Kalkbrenner on the other end of the miss throws it down. Here are the Miami Heat going to find Norman Powell in the lane, floats it up, and another bucket. Miami somehow just staying in this game. Hornets need more out of Knipple. 1 of 7 right now from the field. Knipple going to find Williams in the corner. Here's Kobe White coming around a high screen. Kobe White going to drive downhill, goes all the way. Kicks to Williams. Williams for 3, and he drills it. Man, I don't know what's going to happen now, but if I was the Miami Heat, if I was Bam's teammate, I would be heated. I mean, bruh. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. I'm not going to lie. That is crazy work what he did. Chat, what do you guys think, man? Was that a dirty play? Yes or no? Was that a dirty play? By the way, we did hit 100 likes finally. So we are going to drop those yes sirs here in just a minute. Here's the drive and the kick. Khalil Ware from the corner and hits. The Heat bring it within 2. Khalil Ware got the start tonight alongside Adebayo. Now he's going to have to be the only big man, the 5. Miller going to get called for the offensive foul. Let's go. Drop those yes sirs. Yes, sir. Everybody drop those yes sirs in the chat. Wake them up. Shout out to the Neighbors squad, man. Neighbors have been dealing with us all season long. It's not going to stop now. Yo, Pell Larson, I didn't even see how much Pell Larson got pushed on that play. He got shoved. Powell misses the floater, misses it again. Hornets have it. Here comes Miles Bridges now up the floor. He's going to cross over, kick to Kobe White. Kobe White's been a little bit underwhelming as of late. Here's Con Knipple, who's 1 of 7 from the field. Bridges going to drop step drive, float it up, and got it to go over Mitchell. Nice bucket by Miles Bridges. Hornets lead it by 4. Here is Davion Mitchell around the screen. He's going to drive, kick it back. Khalil Ware dumps off to Mitchell. Mitchell against White. Ooh, nice jab and a step back. Mitchell a 3. He gets it to go. Busy B says, yeah, he did it on purpose. He might have. Let's go. I need everybody dropping them yes sirs in the chat. Shout out to all the diehards in here, man. Thank you for being here. First game of the playoffs and the play-in. Kobe White going to cross over. Now dribble with the left hand. He drives, steps back over Larson. A little bit short. And we have a foul on the Miami Heat. I really hope Bam Adebayo can come back in, but I mean, the fact that he already walked off the floor, I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all. That was not cool, man. Here's Ryan Kalkbrenner, the second-round rookie for the Charlotte Hornets. Kobe White working against Pell Larson, 2 on the shot clock. He's going to turn and spin. Kobe White arcs it up. Almost got it to go in unbelievable fashion. He kind of just rolled it off his left hand. It almost went in, actually. It bounced in and out. Here's Davion Mitchell downhill. He's going to turn and spin. Mitchell going to find Larson. Larson to Wiggins. 5 on the shot clock. Wiggins a pull-up 3. That one's blocked at the top of the arc. There's DaBaby. The rapper DaBaby. Front row. I mean, I might never see his Hornets here again. He's got to show up. Shout out to Busy B in the chat. Go Birds. Sixers in the house, man. Alba, what's up? Antoine in here. Kenneth, what's up, brother? What's up, Kenneth? Cable, what's up? A lot of fouls, a lot of physicality. Here's Khalil Ware for 3. That one is short. He get it back. Mitchell on a second attempt and gets it to go. The Miami Heat have taken the lead over the Charlotte Hornets. Here with 7:05 to go in the second. Unbelievable. The Miami Heat just do not go away, even with Bam out of the game. The Hornets are fighting and the Heat are fighting harder. Sion James kicks back to Knipple. He's going to drive. Nice defense by Larson. Knipple floats it up. Can't get it to go. What did I say in the pregame, man? I said this was going to be a closer game at first. I do think the Hornets could break off at the end, but the Heat are showing some resiliency as Khalil Ware misses a 3. Still waiting to hear an update on Bam Adebayo. Here's Con Knipple. Going to dribble. Drive. Downhill. Floats it up off balance, and he is going to the line for 2. What a physical matchup this has been. If you guys do like this kind of game coverage, man, we will be doing this every I mean, not every day, but for a lot of games throughout the playoffs, we'll continue to break it down. We will continue to give you these kind of live streams. So make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. That helps us push this out to more viewers. I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. Woo! What a game so far, man. Look at that. Concanipple first in 3-pointers made and percentage, second in points for rookies, and third in minutes played. What a freaking season he's had. Maybe he's hit the rookie wall, though. I don't know. Knipple going to go 2 of 2 at the line. So we're still waiting to hear an update on Bam Adebayo, who had his leg taken out from under him by LaMelo Ball in pretty dirty fashion. Mitchell going to step back a 3. That one short. Heat get a second attempt, and Khalil Ware puts it up and in. So we are tied, or I'm sorry, the Heat have taken a 2-point lead. Here's Miles Bridges going to try to take the lead back. Misses it short. It's all about the explosiveness versus the physicality and the experience. Wiggins fouled by Diabate. I got to be honest, man. I mean, once again, if you haven't checked out my Sixers Magic preview video, I would check that out before tomorrow night. It's up on the channel. But I said that that game was going to be physical. This game is physical. Like, I feel like I'm watching a heavyweight fight right now. Both of these teams are throwing punches. They are bruising each other right now. This has been a very physical game, which I feel like kind of plays into Miami's favor. 5:45 to go here in the second. Hero going to pull up the mid-range, and that one rolls up and out. Charlotte has it. Here's LaMelo, guarded by Wiggins. Now Hawkes. Melo dribbling against Hawkes, goes all the way, had it poked away, and it is out of bounds, going to stay with Charlotte. I still can't believe that they did not look at that. How did they not even look at that? I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. All I'm going to say is, man, the 76ers better not get hit with a dirty play by Orlando tomorrow night. We've already seen 3 instances this season where the Magic have gotten very chippy and scrappy. Now, based on the reports, it sounds like maybe the Magic have already quit anyway, but gotta protect, gotta be very cautious. So that's where I'm at, man. 260 in the house. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Be back in a quick 30 as we'll come back from timeout.
Meet my dad. National University supports all his ends with flexible online courses. He can be a student and catch bad guys on the internet and teach me how to hit a curveball and serve his country. He's an ander. National University, supporting all your ands. Meet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 2-point game. This is shaping up to be a cardiac matchup right now. It's going exactly, actually, how I predicted it. I said it would be a close game at first, and then getting later on in the game, I do think the Hornets have enough offense to blow it away, but you got to give the Heat credit. I mean, even without Bam Adebayo, who got hurt there early in the second on a dirty play, I mean, they're still fighting their butts off right now. They are fighting like crazy. Crazy, bro. What do you guys think, though, man? Was that a dirty play by LaMelo Ball? Yes or no? Yes or no? Also, let's play a fun game that we like to play here in the second quarter, usually during our show, and it is called Drop the Spot. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop your state, your city, your country, your town. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat tonight. Chat's a lot more fun when people are engaging. That way we can give a voice to the fans. If this is your first time watching me, man, welcome to the family. We're going to be doing this throughout the playoffs. A lot of big games in store. Looking forward to it. Here's the Bam Adebayo play again that they're showing. Looked like Adebayo was going to lose his balance regardless because Kalkbrenner was there. He kind of tripped over his foot. But then LaMelo, as he was falling to the ground and then was on the ground, he swipes his arm at Bam's left ankle. And Bam just goes down and lands on his tailbone, it looked like. Okay, so Bam Adebayo, the update is he is officially questionable to return with a lower back injury. So that does not sound good. That does not sound good. Guys, let me know where you are tuning in from in the chat. Drop your states, your countries, your towns, your cities. Where's everybody tuning in from tonight, man? Bam Adebayo questionable to return with lower back injury as Knippel's going to knock one down, tie it up at 41. 5:10 to go here in the second. So the Heat are going to have to find a way to make it work without Bam Adebayo, at least for the time being. They got Khalil Ware on the interior against LaMelo. Things are still getting very chippy here. Jaime Hawk is going to turn and spin, kick out to Mitchell. Mitchell drives downhill, little shove, floats it up, misses it. Hornets come away with it. 4:50 to go here in the first half. Hawkins got thrown down to the ground. Here's Bridges back to LaMelo. LaMelo's going to chuck a three. It's in and out. Diabate, the rebound. And then there's a foul on Hawkins. Very physical game here, man. All right, let's see. We got Detroit in the house tonight. What's up, Detroit? Upper Darby, PA in the house. Scotland in the building tonight. Tampa in the house, waiting for Sixers versus Magic. We got Connecticut in the chat tonight. Thank you all for being in here, man. Thank you all for being in here. I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping the spot. LaMelo going to miss another three. Keep dropping them in the chat, man. We just like to have some fun, boost the engagement a little bit. Tyler Hero wide open for three. He misses it. And now that I think about it, Tyler Hero has not done anything in this game. One of my main keys in the pregame was you got to get Tyler Hero involved early. He's got to be on. He's only 1 of 6. So it's been a very weird game so far. Soda says Melo did not help, but he did not cause the fall. I agree. I don't think he called. I think Adebayo was going to fall regardless, but I do think it was a dirty play from LaMelo. Hawkins downhill, lays it up, and in on the blow by. Heat take a 2-point lead again. Cheers from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Brazil in the chat tonight. What else we got up in here? ATL in the house. Indiana in the house. Sion James going to drive, lay it up, and in. Hero drills that against Philly. 100%, man. You know, I'm trying to also watch, while I'm calling this game, I'm also trying to, like, you know, look out for other things, you know, like I do when I watch these other teams and try to realize things about the Sixers at the same time, you know. Wiggins a three, it's good. So I'm trying to, like, also keep that in the back of my head and kind of compartmentalize it a little bit. But I'm just noticing the physicality. Like, I feel like it's been a while since the Sixers played with this level of physicality. And I'll tell you guys this right now. This makes it even more pressurized for the Sixers to win tomorrow night as LaMelo goes right to the rim, scoops it way up and in off the top of the bank. 1-point game now. To me, this makes it a must-win tomorrow night because I don't think the Sixers can contend with this level of physicality. Diabate just tried to punch that ball into next year. Hornets get it back. Here's LaMelo. You see how fast they're playing as well? This is how the Sixers need to play tomorrow night, honestly. I said it in my preview video, but it's going to be speed versus size. Here's a three from Bridges, and that's good. You see how fast the Hornets are playing? That's ultimately why I think the Heat will not be able to keep up in the fourth quarter of this game. But, yeah, the Sixers are not going to be able to defend this, man. Like, I'm just noticing and thinking about how the Sixers defend teams, and it's just nowhere near good enough to defend this Hornets team. I mean, they're top 3 in shooting for a reason. Hawkes for 3. It's good. If there's one way, though, that the Hornets lose this game, it's by the Heat playing confident like this. They are rising to the occasion here. The Miami Heat are playing with confidence, and they are trying to outshoot the Hornets right now. I don't know if it can stay this way, but they're up by 1. 49-48. Here's Miles Bridges. Bridges steps through, and he's fouled. Yeah, this is crazy, man. What a crazy game. PG won't be able to handle the physicality. And I don't know if anybody will. I think it's just the way that they've played all season and kind of how they're, I think it's just kind of how the Sixers have played this entire season. First one good at the line. Actually, I think it was a 3-second call, I believe. I think it was a 3-second call. By the way, speaking of Jaime Jaquez, I believe his sister got drafted yesterday out of UCLA as well, so congrats to her. 260 in the house right now. Get us to 200 likes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Here's LaMelo Ball. Steps back from deep and knocks it down. LaMelo Ball is playing with swagger. He is confident. Here's Wiggins on the other end. Can't knock down a trifecta. 1:30 to go here in the first half. This has been an awesome, awesome game. LaMelo again from deep. This time it's short. Hero all the way up the floor, and he threw it away. So a very interesting game. Tyler Hero has not been good, even though he's been good against the Hornets all season. LaMelo's on fire right now. And then you have Bam Adebayo, who's not even in the game. I don't know, man. Ball and Bridges have combined for 32. This time LaMelo throws it away. Miami has it coming up the floor. Hero going to cross over, drive, float it up and in. And just like every single time when I say a guy's not doing well, they come back and they immediately hit a bucket. Zion James guarded by Tyler Hero. James up at the top. James going to find Bridges. Bridges guarded by Davion Mitchell. He's going to dribble, drive, turn the corner, go up, left it short. He'd have it. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Hero on the wing. He's going to dribble, drive, and he's fouled and one. Yes, sir. Drop those ones in the chat. And one. Finally got one. Finally got an and one. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for tomorrow night? Are we excited for that? Are we hyped up? What's our thoughts for tomorrow night? Are we confident or no? Did you guys watch the Sixers preview video I put out for tomorrow night? Did you watch our preview video or no? Hero's going to knock down the free throw. It's an and one 3-point play. Kobe White going to find Grant Williams under the rim. Williams going to turn, spin, float it up, and he misses it. He also gets sent to the hardwood. Here come the Miami Heat. 20 seconds to go. They have a 2-point lead. 15 seconds, 2 seconds separating game and shot clock. Davion Mitchell guarded by LaMelo Ball. 7 seconds to go. Mitchell going to cross over, drive, turn the corner, spin, float it up, way too far. 1 second, half court heave, no good. No good. So that will take us to halftime in what has been a very, very fun, chaotic game for good and for bad reasons. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. End of the first half, it is 54-52. The Miami Heat somehow in the lead of this game. I honestly don't know how. But we'll talk about it. We'll give a little bit of halftime analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on this game so far? How would you describe this game? Give me one word in the chat. My word is chaotic. My word is chaotic to describe this game. It has been absolutely insane. Back and forth, ups and downs, both teams making big runs. Let's check some of the runs that were made here in the first half of this game. I mean, I know the Hornets were on an 11-2. And then you had the, actually it was a 16-5, 11-2, 16-5. And then Miami went on, why can't I see that? I don't know. But it was an 11-2 run. It's been physical. It's been back and forth. And, yeah. It's been an interesting game, man. 100%. Hasn't been the best shooting game for these teams, but a couple guys are having insane performances. And, yeah, it's been a very physical game. That's how I feel. So my one word is chaotic. John Monroe in the chat. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here, man. Shout out to the channel members. Calm before the storm. I agree. Getting warmed up. Beer Battered says, any updates on Embiid's operation? Did it go smoothly? It did. It did. He had surgery and he is back at home resting. What else we got up in here? Go Birds. Sixers in the house. Don Boyle. Busy says, I watched it. Shout out to everybody that's watched the preview video. Definitely check it out. John says, I watched it earlier. Soda says, the neighbors will be awake. U.S. Army watching. Let's go. Shout out to the troops. Electric says, great video. Thank you. One word from Busy, competitive. Busy says, I want to be put out of my misery so I can enjoy the playoffs in peace. I hear you. I hear you. Cable says, exciting. Great game. Aggressiveness. Like it. I like it. We need Howie as the Sixers GM. That would never happen, but I wish. I wish. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here in the first half. I want to give a little bit of halftime analysis, and I'm going to open it to the chat. Who do you guys think is going to win this game now? Who do you think is going to win this game? Has your prediction changed? Has your prediction changed on this game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm going to give you mine on the other side. But I got to give a shout out to our great partners of the show all season long and now of the playoffs as well over at National University. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you're watching from, wherever you are from, whoever you support, we all support National University because they support you. They give you the balance to support your life, an accredited nonprofit university that has designed online schooling programs, 4, 8, and 12-week online courses. I'm talking about they send you the materials right to your home if you need them. Like, these are the most comprehensive degree and program options in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students. The vast majority of their student base is 33 years old for undergrad, 39 for graduate. They have over 150 degree areas to pick from, including education, business, marketing, healthcare, psychology, social sciences, engineering, tech, criminal justice, public service, and more. They're a veteran-founded university. Once again, shout out to the troops. And they awarded nearly $55 million in scholarships and tuition reductions last academic year. They have customized education plans that include adaptive instruction, holistic support, and competency-based credentialing. They even offer mental health counseling and a peer navigator network where you can make sure that you are fully supported in your academic journey. They really empower learners to balance work, family, and school. So if you feel like you want to go back and get that next degree and level up and get that promotion and do whatever you need to, National University is where to check it out. They are offering a new scholarship called the Believe and Succeed Scholarship right now that you can apply for. This will grant you up to $6,000 annually towards your bachelor's or master's degree. Once again, shout out to National University, a proud partner of Philly Take with RB for the last 2 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, My halftime analysis, Con Knipple is really struggling. Tyler Hero's really struggling. Those are kind of weeding each other out. 6 points on 2 of 9 for Knipple. Hero is 3 of 8. But it has been the LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges show. Bridges, I feel like, has been the surprise. 15 points, 5 of 8, 6 boards, and 2 blocks. He's been fantastic. And LaMelo has 17 points, 3 dimes, and 1 board and 1 steal. Obviously, he had the biggest moment of the game when let's just call it, let's call it what it is. Let's call it spade a spade. He tripped Bam Adebayo. Now, Bam Adebayo was already falling down to the ground because he had tripped over Ryan Kalkbrenner. And I don't know how they didn't review this. I mean, if this was any other star, I feel like they would have went right to the review table. You saw Eric Spoelstra there literally jawing at the official after. I'm surprised Spo didn't get thrown out. He probably has situational awareness and knows, hey, I got to stay in this ball game. But LaMelo grabs the ankle of Bam Adebayo and trips him up. And Bam goes down to the floor and he lands on his tailbone and he spins over and he has to walk off to the locker room. And now he's questionable with lower back injury. They haven't said anything else. But I don't know what happened in terms of the official injury, but I don't think he's coming back. I hope he does. I hope he does. And again, the Hornets have been a very fun team. They're easy to root for. A lot of young players. But after LaMelo did that, I mean, it's hard to look at this as a fair fight. Now, with all that being said, the Heat are still winning this game. So can they actually find a way to win this? My gut tells me no. This game is going exactly how I predicted it in our pregame portion. I thought it would be close early on, and I do think the Hornets' offensive electricity is going to, take them above and beyond, especially now without Bam Adebayo. This puts a lot of pressure on Khalil Ware. He's got to step up and be that guy. And the Hornets aren't really shooting it that well. And the Heat have only been to the free throw line 1 time, which is crazy when you think about it, right? 6 fouls for Miami, 11 for Charlotte. Only a couple free throws for Miami. This has been a very physical game. It feels like a heavyweight fight. Guys left and right falling down, getting shoved, one-handed stiff arms. It's like we're playing football out here. So I don't think this is going to last for Miami, but I do think, which I said in the pregame, they had to establish their interior presence. They had to get physical. That's how they can stay in this game. And that's what they're doing right now. And credit to them and credit to Eric Spoelstra for having his guys ready to go. But if Charlotte, who went on a big run in the first quarter, does that again, I don't know if the Heat can catch back up this time. And without Bam Adebayo, it's just going to be very hard to do so. But like I said, for a team that is 3rd in the NBA in shooting, 38% from 3, they're only at 33 right now. They got to pick it up if they want to win this game. And I think the experience is showing. I really do think it's showing right now. Like I said, 5th in offensive rating, 11th in defensive rating. It's been the Heat that have set the tone in this game. And listen, man, it's going to be a cardiac game down to the end. Cable says, I got Charlotte, but the Heat are fighting well, making this a competitive game. This is getting me hyped for tomorrow. I really hope that the Sixers don't have a game like this tomorrow, because I don't know if they're going to be able to win that physicality battle, and the cardiac is going to be on a crazy level. But we'll see. Gobert says, I still got the Hornets. Dom says Hornets. Juan says, the dirty LaMelo play is on my mind. I hear you, man. It kind of like puts a little bit of a damp, a little bit of like a damp spot on the game, Like you want to win healthy, and you want to win fair and square. Dom says, Con and Miller are going to get cooking, and they're going to take over. Heat fans are pissed, understandably. I mean, sure. When refs make bad calls, they feel inclined to overcall for the other team. They miss LaMelo tripping, so they feel like they owe the Heat. That's a good point. That could be, that's certainly a thing. I feel like there are a lot of makeup calls for sure. But, yeah, I just can't believe, can you guys believe that was not reviewed? I cannot believe that was not reviewed. Could you imagine if Joel Embiid, and again, I know people are going to now say, oh, of course Joel would do something like that. Could you imagine if Joel Embiid was just in a situation like that? He would be thrown out of the game and he would be on the next bus home. Like, he would be cooked. They'd be like, oh, you're out of the game, flagrant 2. They didn't even review it. That's why Eric Spoelstra was over there on the side like, yo, what the heck, bro? He said, what the heck are we doing, man? So, yeah, man. I don't know. I just think it's crazy that that was not reviewed, in my personal opinion. I'm going to the Sixers game tomorrow. I kind of want to lose to increase the chance of keeping our pick. It's very minimal at this point anyway. Estelle, what's going on, man? That was a damn ankle pick. Ball should try. I never want to see a player get injured. I agree. And again, I was talking about this in my Sixers Magic preview, but like, this is what the Sixers want to avoid tomorrow. They don't want to get into this physical battle, punching back and forth. And I'll tell you what, man, if the Sixers lose to the Magic somehow tomorrow, despite the reports of their locker room being in turmoil and all this stuff, I don't think the Sixers can beat the Charlotte Hornets like this. Or the Miami Heat. I don't think they can weather the physicality storm. So, we'll see, man. We'll see. Guys, 230 people in here. I really appreciate all of you being here, man. I'm going to take a few quick minute break. We'll be back for the third quarter, and we'll keep it going. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Mods, drop that link tree in the chat. And actually, I'm going to drop it here as well. Make sure you check out our partners, man. Shout out to the members. If you guys want to become a member, hit that join button. And keep supporting us, man. This is just game 1 of the playoffs. We have a lot of streams to come, a lot of content. We'll be live tomorrow, Sixers and Magic. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right, guys. Be back in a few minutes, and we'll get ready for this crazy second half coming up. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Missed 30 seconds of the game, but nothing crazy so far. Don't even think anything happened. So here's LaMelo pull up, and there it is. That is the first bucket of the second half. So LaMelo's going to tie it at 54. Still no Bam Adebayo on the floor. Does not look like he will be coming back. Hawk is going to turn spin, arc one up and in. So the Miami Heat going to go with Khalil Ware at the 5, and they're going to keep Jaime Hawkins on the floor. Hornets kick it back to Miller now. Miller played 11 minutes in that first half. He had 3 points. I feel like he should have played more, right? Am I tripping? Why did Miller only play 11 minutes in the first half? Shout out to Don Boyle for winning the first playoff trivia. Doing those for fun, for bragging rights. Lou World, if you're in here, man, definitely make sure you DM me so you can get your prize. Wiggins down low, floats it up. He got smacked, and then the Heat tapped it back in. Tell you what, man, Diabate isn't doing much other than just flailing his arms around. And just as I say that, he does a putback on a LaMelo miss, and he taps it in. Just a very cardiac game so far, man. This game is absolute cardiac. Here's the drive and the kick. Jaquez on the wing for 3, and he drills it. Yo, Miami's not playing around, man. Miami is not playing around. Here's LaMelo Ball, guarded by Tyler Hero. He's going to drive, go downhill all the way, lays it up and in. LaMelo answers. A lot of offense in this game. Not a ton of defense, but a lot of offense for sure. Here's Tyler Hero working against LaMelo. Now Mitchell, 10 on the shot clock. 3 minutes into the second half. Mitchell going to cross over, drive downhill, goes all the way, floats it up just a bit short. Here's Miami with the rock now. Mitchell guarded by Knipple. Mitchell going to find Hero. Hero guarded by LaMelo. Hero going to dribble, drive downhill, goes all the way, lost the ball, and it went out of bounds. Going to be Charlotte. Let's go, chat. How are we feeling, man? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Who do we have in the building, man? Still 200 people in here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Here is LaMelo going to pop a 3. That one off the back iron. Here's Diabate going to find LaMelo. LaMelo going to drive, float one up, and he was hacked on the arm. So LaMelo's going to have a pair coming up at the stripe. Davion Mitchell did not like the call. How are we feeling, man? Let's see it again. Mitchell got ball first. Did he hit wrist? I don't think so. I think this is going to be challenged because I don't think he got any of the wrists. I think it was all ball. Do we have any Charlotte fans in the chat? Any Heat fans in the chat? If you guys are new, man, I'm RB. Philly Take with RB. We're going to be streaming a ton of playoff games. Welcome to the family. We do pregame, live game, postgame coverage, and we break it down every way possible. We give you the live game call, the live stats. Hopefully, are you guys enjoying this content? Chat, do you guys like these extra streams? Yes or no? So obviously, we streamed every Sixers game, but do you guys like these extra streams? Do you like watching other games as well? Give me your thoughts. At the end of the day, I'm constantly trying to do what the people like, you know, and I think watching some of these other games and expanding the channel is really cool. What do you guys think, man? Make sure you guys follow us on all social platforms, man. Even if you're not a Sixers or a Phillies fan, you know, just check out all of our extra content that we have going up everywhere. I've been doing this for about 6 years now, covering these teams in my own lane, trying to configure a kind of a different way to bring this coverage to the fans, give the fans a voice, doing live game streams like this, doing videos, shorts, bunch of stuff. So it's nice to have everybody in here, man, just enjoying. I know it's not the playoffs yet, but just, it feels like the playoffs, so it's nice to have people in here enjoying the playoffs, and we're getting to that time of year, man. All right, here's a fun one for the chat, man. Give me your final predictions since this is the first play-in game. What do you think is going to happen in the NBA playoffs? Who's going to make the finals and who's going to win? Give me your final predictions before we really get underway here in the playoffs. What do you guys think is going to happen? What two teams are going to the finals and who's going to win and in how many games? I didn't technically fill out a bracket, but I've been kind of talking about this for the last several weeks, really. I can't believe I'm picking the Celtics in a gap year to get to the finals, but I am. I think the Celtics are going to make the finals, and I think the Thunder and the Spurs are going to have an epic Western Conference Finals, but the Spurs screwed themselves in the last game of the season by not winning that game against the Nuggets. Now they have to go through the Nuggets in the second round, and then they're going to have to go through the Thunder after that. So I just don't know, how the Spurs are going to look. It's going to be very physical for them throughout the playoffs, and they're going to have to really win two juggernaut series. So I think the Thunder are going back to the finals against the Celtics. I think the Celtics can make it interesting, but I just don't know if the Thunder can lose. That's kind of how I feel. Would love to see another team in there, but I just can't believe that I'm picking the Celtics, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, guys. Should be a fun Eastern Conference playoffs, though. Really wish Joel Embiid was healthy. But, oh well. So, anyway, the Heat did win the challenge, I believe. They will get the ball back here. Tyler Hero going to pump fake drive, needs to get going, and there he is. Heat lead it by 3. It's a nice shot by Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is now up to 9 points on 4 of 10. Here's LaMelo, going to cross over, drive downhill, goes all the way, got it, and one! Yes, sir! And one. And one. Beer Batter Gummy Shark, what's up, my man? Great idea. You're doing awesome. Thank you. Not watching the game, you're it since I don't have Amazon Prime. I got you covered. Kenneth Jackson in the house. Do you think Brandon Miller is going to get 5 rebounds? Where's he at? 2? Maybe. Should, right? If he actually plays minutes. I don't know why he only played 13 minutes. As much as I want OKC to win, I think the Spurs will win. Nuggets versus Celtics. We got another foul here. This channel helps me learn more about basketball, the players and the teams. Good. That's the goal. Love it. OKC repeats they will beat Boston. Spurs might make it, but since I'm on the Thunder bandwagon, them and the Celtics. Imagine telling the Celtics prediction to someone before the season. That's crazy, man. I had him as the 7 seed at the beginning of the year. Tyler Hero steps out for 3 and knocks it down. The Heat are not going away. It is 66-63. Miller answers on the other end. We are all tied at 66. You want to talk about a cardiac game, ladies and gentlemen? Here's Davion Mitchell. He's going to find Wiggins. The 3 ball is off, and the Hornets have it. You want to start the play-in off with a bang? Here we go. If the Sixers game is like this tomorrow, I might actually lose it. Khalil Ware snags it out of the sky, up the floor, all the way to Wiggins. He flushes it down with the one-handed slamma-jamma. Woo! Yo, the energy is crazy right now in this game. This game is wild, bro. Wild. Hornets better get a stop. Here's Brandon Miller. Miller against Hero. He's going to drive into the paint. Floats it up. Blocked again by Khalil Ware. No Bam, no problem. And Wiggins again on the other end. Going to throw one down. I told y'all, don't sleep on that experience. Miami is the play-in champions, bro. 10 points, 11 boards, and 4 blocks for Khalil Ware. LaMelo wide open three, misses it. Diabate with the putback. Diabate flexes and he yells to the crowd. It's about time he did something on offense. Here's Tyler Hero going to drive, pull up, mid-range, no good. Diabate the board. Here come the Charlotte Hornets, down by 2. Here is Bridges. He's going to drive and kick the 3 ball from Miller. No good. He'd have it. 2-point lead. Halfway through the third. Hero, 1 bouncer. Wiggins all the way. Lays it up and in through contact. Tell you what, man. The Heat, we talked about their pace in the pregame show. They are playing fast. They are up and down the floor. Here's Bridges going to find Diabate at the high post. Tried to find Knipple backdoor, and it's a kick ball. Spurs might make it out, but since I'm on the... Oh, wait, I already read that. Pistons versus Celtics, Eastern Conference Finals, Celtics in 7. Thunder and Spurs, Western Conference Finals, OKC in 6. OKC over the Celtics in 6. I think those are pretty good predictions. I still have a feeling that we might see a different second team in there against Boston. I just don't know who it's going to be. I just feel like the East is kind of wide open right now. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe the Pistons will make it. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of like really good teams. Miller to step back 3. What a shot by Brandon Miller. Brings it to a 1-point game. Pell Larson is back in for Miami. Here is Wiggins. He's going to back down LaMelo. He turns, goes through 2, and he is fouled. LaMelo did not like the call. Kobe White says it was on me. Yeah, I don't think Bam Adebayo is coming back, if I'm being honest. Icon, what's going on, man? He already have 5 players in double digits. They're playing a good game. I mean... What the Heat are doing is they're just, again, being very physical. They're establishing their post presence. And anytime the Hornets hit a bucket, I feel like the Heat come back and answer right away. And also that pace is really helping them out. I mean, they are getting up and down the floor in like 2 seconds. Like, they're doing really well, man. Really well. I thought at this point the Hornets would kind of start building that that momentum up, but sheesh, man. So 2 free throws good at the stripe. It's a 3-point ball game, 4:50 to go here in the third. LaMelo over to Williams. Williams to Miller. Miller up top, guarded by Tyler Hero. He comes around the screen. Miller going to find Williams. Another 3 ball is short. And that's where the Hornets kind of run into a problem here as Khalil Ware's down low, and he throws it down again.
He's on fire.
Khalil Ware. Guys, who did I say was my X factor in the pregame show? Khalil Ware. This dude is absolutely cooking. 12 points, 11 boards, 4 blocks. And I feel like his defensive impact isn't even shown as much right now, even with the 4 blocks. And not only that, you lose Bam Adebayo. Khalil Ware is doing his thing, man. Khalil Ware is saving the Miami Heat right now. And on top of that, the Hornets start to get into a little bit of a predicament here because what are they shooting from 3? 32%, 9 of 28. If they're not hitting those threes, man, I don't know if they can win this game. We all thought that the Hornets would come alive eventually, right? The energy in the building and, you know, just the way the game is kind of shaping up. But the Heat they're playing great defense, man. They're playing great defense, and I bet they're even more motivated now with the entire Bam Adebayo thing. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. What do you guys think, man? This game might actually come down to the wire. It's been tight all game. It's been a lot of fun to watch. How are we feeling about this game, man? How are we feeling about this game? Guys, I got a question for you, man. Like, on a confidence scale right now, 1 to 10, 10 being most confident, 1 being not confident, how confident are you in the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Orlando Magic? Because I said it in my preview video. Once again, check that out if you haven't yet. I was at like a 5, maybe a 6. But honestly, after hearing that report today, where the Magic are pretty much done with their coach anyway, I'm starting to get up to like a 7-ish, 7.5. Again, the Sixers can shock us, and, you know, the Sixers can be the Sixers. You know what I mean? And the Magic, despite all odds and ends, despite everybody saying they're cooked and they're done, can come out and Anthony Black can drop 50 off the bench and, you know, whatever. But the more that I watch this game, the Sixers have to win tomorrow night if they want to get to the playoffs. Because I don't know if they can keep up with the physicality or the speed of either one of these teams, if I'm being honest. All right, here we go. 4:15 to play in the third. A 3-ball from LaMelo is off the mark. Heat lead it by 5. Second chance from Kobe White, and he drains it. Kobe White makes it a 2-point game. 76-74. Here's Tyler Hero coming around a screen. He's going to drive downhill, kick it back. Now Davion Mitchell for 3. He's going to answer. Every time the Hornets hit a bucket, the Heat have a response. Here's LaMelo. LaMelo against Larson finds Miller. Miller up at the top. Going to take a screen from Kalkbrenner. Miller going to drive downhill, floats it up. It's blocked by Ware again, but it's a goaltend. I think. Yeah, it's a goaltend. Hornets are very intentional with their offensive rebounding, too. Like, they're just very diligent. Good team, man. Good team. Here's the dribble and the drive from Tyler Hero. He's going to spin, find Larson, floats it up. Ware can't flush it home. Hornets have it again. LaMelo down the floor. Oh, what a dribble move. Step back 3. Couldn't get it to fall. That was nasty, though, from LaMelo. 3:10 to go here in the third. He'd have it. Hero guarded by Miller. He's going to drive, go all the way, scoop it up. And he missed it. Here's Brandon Miller on the pump fake. Going to drive into the paint. Miller turns, spins, kicks. Now Williams. LaMelo up at the top. Guarded by Mitchell. Now switched on to Tyler Hero. 7 on the shot clock. LaMelo going to dribble, drive all the way. Floats it up. One-handed float. Got it to go. LaMelo is in his bag. I mean, I can't lie. He is in his bag right now. Playing very confident, and yeah, he's feeling himself. Tyler Hero going to step into a three, then passes out of the shot. Three ball from Wiggins does not go. Larson just got sent to the ground. Another shove by the Hornets. Here's LaMelo getting into his bag again. He's going to drive and kick. Miller now, Kobe White. 10 on the shot clock. Great ball movement in this game, by the way. Here's a three from Kobe White. Banked it home! Kobe White could be the spark plug that the Charlotte Hornets needed. It is a 2-point ball game now with the Hornets on top, and the crowd is getting into it. Mitchell going to drive against LaMelo, kicks it out. Khalil Ware off balance for three, no good. Man, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. Three ball on the other end, way off for Grant Williams. Larson fell to the ground. Nobody touched him. Kobe for three. It's good again.
He's on fire.
Are you kidding? Yo. Did my man just get sniped? What happened? My man Larson just pulled a Mark Sanchez butt fumble. What are you doing, bruh? My man just got sniped. Pell Larson grabbed the rebound off a miss from Kobe White. Or actually, I don't know who missed the first one, but Larson was running up the floor, and he just slipped. Shacked in a fool, they call it. My man just slipped in the open floor. Guys, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I know I keep saying this, so I don't want to repeat myself, but there's just no way the Sixers can keep up with this firepower offense from the Hornets. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. Sixers have to win tomorrow. 5-7, 7-5, 6. Yeah, so you guys are in the same range as me. 10-0 run for the Hornets is right. What a run. They're showing the Bam play again. Did they give an update? Let's say, oh, okay. So Bam is officially out. So Bam is out for the rest of the game officially. He will not come back in. Call it what you may, but that sucks. That sucks. Alrighty, here we go. Hornets on a 10-0 run. The Miami Heat desperately need a bucket right now. Here's Norman Powell back in the game, looking for some life on offense. Davion Mitchell, guarded by Diabate, going to drive downhill, go all the way, scoops it up and in. That's a tough bucket for Davion Mitchell. There's LaMelo Ball now. Coming down the other end. Less than a minute here in the third. The Hornets trying to win their first play-in game. Here's LaMelo against Pell Larson. LaMelo going to find Kobe White. Kobe White going to dribble all the way downhill, goes up. Got it again! 13 points for Kobe White. He has been phenomenal here in this third quarter. Kobe White with 11 in the third. Much needed for Charlotte. Mitchell again had it poked away, gets it back. Here is Norman Powell. Norman Powell looking, scanning. Powell going to take it himself against LaMelo and takes it all the way to the rack. 3-point game, 10 seconds to go here in the third. LaMelo has it, time for one more. Knipple going to come set the screen. Now LaMelo going to drive, step back, finds Kobe White. Kobe White from deep, got it again! He got it again!
He's on fire!
He hasn't played that well as of late. That's why they traded for Kobe White. 14 points in the third quarter. He hits a buzzer beater, and he puts the Hornets up by 6. They desperately needed that. I'm sorry. Yeah, 14 in the third, 4 for 4 from 3. He is on a different level, ladies and gentlemen. He is on a different level, ladies and gentlemen. Kobe White, 4 of 4 from 3 in the third. He goes on a heater. Imagine, oh my gosh, man. Wow. Wow. Yo, what a freaking game, man. What a game. Guys, what do we think about that third quarter? What do we think about that third quarter? I'll be back in a minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we're back, man. Kobe White, 14 points in the third quarter. The Hornets went on a 10-0 run. Like, that's the type of performance that you need. Guy did nothing in the first half. And he comes out and is unconscious, plus 10 in the third. Wow. Charlotte Hornets in that third quarter, 6 of 14 from 3. 43% after they were 33 in the first half. They went 15 of 27 in that quarter from the field. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat in the third quarter. Why can't I look at the numbers? I don't know. Anyway, Kobe White, absolutely insane. But a lot of game left to play. As we have entered the fourth quarter of this first play-in game. Boy, this has been fun, man. Haka is downhill. He turns, spins, arcs it up over the backboard, misses it, and Khalil Ware could not put it back. So in case you're just tuning in, Khalil Ware playing the 5. He's playing the rest of this game. Adebayo is not coming back. Kobe White misses the runner, but Diabate puts it in. So the Hornets strike first. Here's Pell Larson going to find Jaime Jaquez. It's Larson, Powell, Jaquez, Mitchell, and Ware. Here's Jaquez going to turn, spin, float one up, misses it again. For the Hornets, it's Kobe White, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Musa Diabate, and Miles Bridges. Knipple had it poked away. Yo, isn't it crazy how I've literally predicted this game so far? Honestly, I've predicted this game. Like I said, it was going to be close at first, and then the Hornets' offense was going to show some firepower late, and they were going to start pulling away a little bit. Now, again, see what happens. A lot of game to play. Knipple from the mid-range can't get it to go. I'm surprised that Miller's only played 21 minutes. Am I crazy? Why is Miller only in for 21 minutes? There goes Davion Mitchell with a bucket on the other end. 6-point game. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. 270 people in here. Hit the like button, man. Get us to 200. Y'all trying to wake up the neighbors or not? Hit that subscribe button if you're new, man. We're doing this all playoffs long. Diabate, the floater, got it to go off the double bounce. Hornets up by 8. The crowd is feeling it. Miami, who is the most experienced team in the play-in, looking to stay alive. Hornets trying to get their first play-in win. The winner of this game will play on Friday night against the loser of the Sixers Magic tomorrow night. Hockett's going to turn, spin, fade. He's fouled. Fans are living and dying with every moment. This is playoff basketball, man. This is playoff basketball. It would be nice if we had someone like that on our bench. Who, Kobe White? Yeah, 100% busy. 100%. That's who we thought Quentin Grimes was going to be. That's who we thought. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game this has been. If you are just tuning in, you have missed a delight. I know it's just the play-in tournament. You know, we're going to stream a lot of good games in these playoffs, but man, this has been crazy. Back and forth, back and forth. I know the NBA season has been kind of weird because, you know, you've had like a lot of tanking teams and teams that have just been out of it for a while, but this is where the cream rises to the top, you know, like this is the cream of the crop. And, yeah, this is a great game. We have a challenge on the floor. That's why we have a break in action here. Yeah, exactly, Cable. Crystal Ball RB. Yo, by the way, I don't know if y'all saw this on the short I put out. Your boy RB, which I didn't even notice this in the last game of the season until somebody commented on the stream and reminded me. Shout out to whoever that was, by the way. The fact that y'all guys are keeping tabs like this is insane. But for the second time in the last 4 years, your boy correctly predicted the Sixers record. I didn't even realize I did it. I said they would be 45-37. Now, again, I probably thought completely different for the reasons. Like the fact that the Sixers won 45 games, imagine if they were actually healthy all season. They probably would have won 60. But, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. NBA needs to reseed the top 16 for the playoffs. Never seeing Spurs versus OKC final, for example, it's weird. Whoever the top two are, they should compete. Yeah, I mean, there's ongoing combos, but I don't think they're going to go to one conference. I don't think they would do it. I propose an idea of like maybe divisions again, but there are divisions. Nobody cares or pays attention to divisions. I feel like with expansion, though, maybe they could go to 8 divisions, 4 teams each, have more rivalry. Riaz in the chat. What's up, Riaz? Says, wouldn't mind playing the Heat with no Bam if it comes down to it. Listen, I agree with you. I mean, that's an easy W right there if the Sixers have to play him. I don't know if the Sixers can weather the storm of this physicality from either one of these teams. Quentin Grimes catch and shoot. Yeah, exactly. Knicks fan here. Who would y'all rather play if you lose to Orlando? I think y'all will beat the Magic. If I had to pick one of these teams to play, it's definitely Miami. Even though the Sixers have struggled against Miami this year, the Sixers had a really good couple battles with Charlotte, and that was with Joel Embiid. The way that the Hornets are playing with speed and physicality right now and just, you know, Sixers can't defend the perimeter. And the Hornets are incredible at shooting the rock. So I do not want to see the Charlotte Hornets. No way. Crazy how you guessed correctly. It's crazy. They call me Crystal Ball RB, man. 2 times in the last 4 years. All right, we need 30 more likes. Get us to 200, guys. It is coming down to the wire here in the first play-in game. Tomorrow night we'll be live, Sixers and Magic. Larson drives the paint. He goes up and he falls again. and he's fouled. He's going to the stripe for 2. So I believe the challenge was not successful. Charlotte win via dirty Melo. It was a dirty play. And if Charlotte does win, I mean, again, they've been a fun team to root for, but that was a very dirty play. Who knows how the game looks with Bam Adebayo. But the Heat are holding their own. They are. First one good for Larson. I predicted 48 wins. There you go. 1 off. Never seeing a finals rivalry between 2 teams because the conference sucks. I mean, you could see them in the conference finals. See him in the conference finals. So Larson going to knock down both at the line. It is a 6-point ball game. Under 10 to play. Charlotte fans can feel it. It's either going to go really well for them or really bad. Kobe White going to stay in. Miller now White at the top. Miami has now switched over to a zone defense. Not sure why they would do that. Here's Knipple for 3. Can't miss, can't hit it. Yeah, I don't know if zone is the best idea right now, but they got to try something. Mitchell going to find Powell. He's going to drive, go all the way, turn, Powell out to Larson. Now Jaquez. Jaquez against Bridges. Going to back him down, turn and spin. Here's Larson. Larson going to cross over, pull up for a 3, misses it. If I'm Miami, I'm trying to get Diabate sized up against the rim. Like, you got to double somebody. You got to get the ball to Diabate. Like, make them force it to Diabate because he can't do anything offensively. And double team Kobe White or whoever it is. Now Kobe White going to get called for a travel, so that's a tough turnover going back to Miami now. 8:50 to play. Guys, how do we feel about this game, man? I feel like this is a great game. Rooting for Joel to get back soon, hate injuries. I agree, man. It sucks. Hawks could be the sleeper team. I agree with that, Estelle. I think the Hawks could be a under-the-radar team. It's going to be a tough matchup for sure. RB, I don't have Prime to watch the Sixers. Hey, you got to tune into the Sixers Game Day live show. I got you, man. I got you covered. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Here's the floater from Mitchell. Gets it to go. It's a 4-point ball game. I'm like ready to go into the Sixers game after this, man. I'm hyped up. I'm pumped up. Kobe White for 3. Just missed it off the window. Here come the Miami Heat. Jaquez, Mitchell, crossover, drive, accelerates up and in. It is a 2-point ball game. What in the world, man? All of a sudden, here we go again. Davion Mitchell now with 21 points. What did I tell y'all? He's the play-in warrior. Knipple, Miller a 3. No good. Diabate can't come away with it. Here come the Heat. Up the floor to Jaquez, the oop, the slam, and 1! And 1!
Yes, sir. He's on fire.
Miami with a chance to take the lead. What? Drop the ones in the chat. They're on an 8-0 run. Wow. Dude, this game is amazing. 320 in here. Guys, like the show right now. Subscribe to the channel. I am fired up, man. Yo. This is wild, bro. This is where the experience could come into factor. I'm telling you. I just can't believe they're hanging in here like this without Bam. This is wild, bro. Free throw is good. It's a 9-0 run for Miami. Here's Brandon Miller at the top. He's going to stop and start. Kick it out to LaMelo. LaMelo wants a deep 3. No good.
Let's go.
Dude. LaMelo, this is what he did in that Sixers game a couple weeks ago. He just shot chucks. Davion Mitchell, step back 3. Got it again.
He's on fire.
Kobe White. He said, nah, I'm Davion Mitchell. Dude, Davion Mitchell, it might be the NBA playing GOAT. Oh my gosh, man. Davion Mitchell might be the go to the play-in. This dude turns into a different beast in the play-in, bro. It is a 12-0 run. It is a 12-0 run. Woo. $5 super chat. Riaz, thank you so much, man. RB, forgive me if you've discussed this at some point, but do you like the play-in format? Never have liked it. Take the top 8, 9, 10 should not qualify. I have not talked about that, and that is a great, great point from you, man. Yeah, I don't like it. So here's my thing, Riaz. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I like the format of like the one game hyped up games, but I don't like the teams that are in it usually. Now, a game like this, I think is a good game, but is a 10 seed usually a team that's under 500 really worth being in the playoffs? Nah. So I agree with you. I don't really like the format because of that. Take the top 8. I agree. But this is what the NBA is doing. And, you know, they're trying to create more games and more hype. So I know why they're doing it. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of 9 and 10 seeds having to fight for it. Chat, this is wild, man. This is unbelievable right now, bro. Dude, what a game. 7:25 to go, and the Heat lead it by 4. The Heat looked like they were at this point, it looked like the Heat were losing it. It looked like they were losing it. And Davion Mitchell responds to Kobe White. Kobe White had 14 in the third quarter. And Davion Mitchell comes back, and he's 3 of 3 here in the last minute or so. And he's up to 24 points. Davion Mitchell might be the go to the play-in. Davion Mitchell might be the play-in goat. This guy always does this in the play-in, bro. This is crazy. Wow. And you got to wonder about Bam Adebayo. Like, is he coming back next game? Is he not? Like, these are big things. These are big things to keep an eye on. Thank you all for being here in the chat so far tonight, man. It's been awesome. If you enjoy this coverage, if you enjoy my passion and our coverage and the chat and all that, tune in every single game in these playoffs, man. Tune in tomorrow night, Sixers and Magic. It's going to be a fun one. I can't wait. I want to hear how everybody's feeling in the chat, man. If you're in the live chat, you got to hit the subscribe button in order to comment. Hit the sub button. It's completely free. Get in on the action. Let's go, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the drive and the kick. Miles Bridges, a 3, no good. Hornets get it back, and Williams taps it up and in. 2-point game. Con Knipple is on the bench. Knipple has not played well tonight. He is 2 of 12. Looks like he has hit that rookie wall. Norman Powell got blocked. He get it back. Here's Powell, a spin, a 3. Got it! Unbelievable! The Heat just don't go away. They don't go away. Now the Hornets are going to need some big shots. Bridges to the corner. Williams, pump fake, wide open for 3. Can't answer. Dude, the Heat are scary in the play-in, man. They are scary in the play-in. Wow. Norman Powell going to drive downhill, lay it up, and in. What a tough bucket by Norman Powell. It is a 7-point Miami lead. 19-6 run here in the fourth. Miller a step back. No good. Kalkbrenner the board. Taps it up and in. Can the Hornets get a stop here? That is the question, because they can't seem to stop a nosebleed right now. It was just a 19-6 run. The fans are on their feet. They look nervous. Khalil Ware going to step into a three. This one is off the mark. Probably not the best shot. Bridges to Williams, up to Bridges. LaMelo thinking heat check. LaMelo pump fakes, shoots a three, misses it. LaMelo can't knock it down. Here comes Miami. Wiggins at the wing. Hornets have shot 43 threes tonight, only made 13. Here's a three from Mitchell. In and out. Just rimmed around and fell out. 5:10 to go here in the fourth. Bridges steps over, puts it up, got it and one. Oh!
Yes, sir.
Drop the ones in the chat, man. I'm fired up right now, man. I feel like the Sixers are playing right now, bro. I'm ready to run through a brick wall. What a game. The fans are living on every possession. This feels like the playoffs. Playoffs? Eric Spoelstra's about to lose his mind over here. Drop some fires in the chat, man. Fires in the chat. 350 in the house. We need 10 more likes. Get us to 200. Let's go. Bridges has been relatively quiet here in the second half, but he has his first points with the and one. It's a 2-point ball game. 5:08 to go, and a timeout by Miami. No Bam Adebayo, but the Heat have stayed in this one. It has been a battle. It has been physical. Big shots, big performance. Bright lights are on. If you enjoy every stream like this, if you enjoy this passion, tune in every single game with your boy RB. We got you covered, man. Ladies and gentlemen, one more shout out to our great partners of the show before we get into this final stretch. Got to let you guys know about National University, man. If you have not checked them out, definitely click their link down below. National University is an accredited nonprofit university helping you live your life and achieve your goals. With NU, you could be a busy worker, person, or learner and a successful student at the same time. Last year, they awarded $50 million plus in scholarships and tuition reductions. They have the most comprehensive degree and program options in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students. Flexible 4, 8, and 12-week online courses designed to help you balance your work, life, and school. They are invested in your education and seeing you thrive. Check out their new Believe and Succeed scholarship, where you can get up to $6,000 per year on your next bachelor's or master's degree. Over 150 degree programs to choose from, and a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models. For both working and non-traditional students, they are a veteran-founded university. Shout out to National University. Check out all their info by clicking their link down below or in the description. Get more info today. Shout out to National University, a great partner of Philly Take with RB for the last 2 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm ready to rock. This is a great warm-up for tomorrow night, trying to preserve my energy, but I am excited. Here we go. 5 minutes to play. 102, 100. It all comes down to this. Stars are made. Big moments are put on display. Here's Hawkins. He turns, he spins, and he traveled. He traveled out of the timeout. Spoelstra's got that cold stare of death in his eyes. He's like, get back on defense. Has my prediction changed? I mean, no, my prediction hasn't changed, but I was right about the trajectory of this game until the last 5 minutes. This has been nuts, but the Heat are proving me wrong right now. They are staying in this game. Here's LaMelo coming around a screen from Diabate. He's going to drive and spin. Miller dribbles, kicks. LaMelo for the lead. Can't get it. Miller the tap. Diabate gets it back. And Diabate was fouled on the rebound. Yo, this cat Diabate, he's out here throwing jabs, bro, all game. He's throwing left hooks on rebounds. Oh my gosh, man. Con Knipples on the bench, 2 of 12, 0 of 6 from 3. Here's the alley-oop. Got it on the back door. Are you kidding me? Miles Bridges comes out of nowhere. Backdoor and slams down an alley-oop. We are tied at 102. Here's the drive and the spin. Wiggins at the top. Inside. Kicks to Powell. Tapped away by Miller. And the Hornets are feeling life again. 7-0 run now for the Hornets. It's been back and forth all game long. What a find from LaMelo to Bridges. He put it right on the money. For the Hornets, it's LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Grant Williams, Miles Bridges, Moussa Diabate. For the Heat, it's Jaquez, Hero, Ware, Mitchell, and Wiggins. Here is Wiggins. Wiggins going to pull up for three. He got it! Who would have thought that Andrew Wiggins is making it rain from three, man? 24 now for Wiggins. It's a three-point ball game. Here's LaMelo. Kicks to the corner. Williams stinks. Now drives. He's got to be careful. He steps back. Try to draw the foul. No contact. And it's out of bounds on the Charlotte Hornets. Diabate came up grabbing his calf. Diabate is walking around gingerly. Grant Williams with a stupid decision to try to draw a foul instead of going for the bucket. And now Con Knipple comes back in. Williams just got benched after that idiotic move. Let's go, guys. Like the show, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Hawkins going to drive, kicks it out. Does Wiggins have another one? He does! He does! Andrew Wiggins has 27 on the night. Back-to-back threes. Are you kidding me? Here's Brandon Miller. Up top. Kicks to LaMelo. Over to Bridges. Bridges from the corner. Can't get it. The Hornets are falling apart. 3:10 to go. Unbelievable. Here's Davion Mitchell. Finds Tyler Hero. Hero going to step back. Finds Wiggins. Does he have another one to make it 30? Step back two. Can't get it. 2:55 to go. Here in the Eastern Conference play-in. LaMelo drives and kicks. Miller, they need it from the corner. They got it. They got it. 3-point ball game. Unreal. Here's Tyler Hero. Hero at the top, guarded by LaMelo. Hero one-on-one. He gets doubled. They leave a wide-open shooter. He's wide open. Mitchell misses it. He get it back, though. Tyler Hero for three. It's good. Heat check. Heat check. Oh, my gosh. The Hornets are 1 of 11 in the fourth from three. Miller a wide open triple. Can't knock it down. Diabate the rebound. LaMelo chucks a deep three. No good. And the Heat pick it up. Under 2 to play. Under 2 to play. The Heat have a 6-point lead. This is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable. Here's Tyler Hero. One-on-one. Can he put the potential nail in the coffin? He drives and he's fouled by LaMelo. And you know what, LaMelo? You did this weeks ago against the Sixers. You're shot chucking like you're a deer with no head right now. What are you doing, LaMelo? You're just shooting like you don't care, like it's warm-ups. Wow, man. Unbelievable game right now. This is insane, guys. Unreal game. What did I say in the pregame show? Now, I did pick Charlotte to win, right? But I said the Heat are not being given enough credit for their coaching, for their experience, for what they've been able to do in the play-in. And it shows. Tyler Hero working against LaMelo. Hero going to find Davion Mitchell. Kicks it out. Here's Jaquez for three. No good. Kobe White picks it up. Probably waited a little too long to get him in. Bridges. Miller under the rim. Looked like he walked. No call. Here's Bridges for three. He got it. 3-point game. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, deer with no head. My bad, bro. My bad. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I meant to say a deer in headlights, but this game has me losing my mind right now. This game has me losing my mind. Here is Tyler Hero. 1 minute to play. 3-point game. Hero, going to cross over, gets double teamed. Here's Mitchell at the top. Drives, floats it up. He missed. He missed. Hornets have it. 50 seconds to play. LaMelo again. Gives it off to Miller. Let's go, LaMelo. Time to have some awareness. You're out here walking around. Let's go. 10 on the shot clock. Miller. Oh, they had a 3. LaMelo, Kobe, Grant Williams in the corner. Clank. What are you doing? Grant Williams, why is this dude even on the floor? Why is Grant Williams on the floor? What an idiot. What? I know they took out their big, but why? What? Grant Williams, you stink. Let me not hate. Hawkins misses the first. He misses the first. Guys, this is insane. Drop some fires in the chat, bro. Drop some fires in the chat. This is unreal. Get us to 200 likes. We're a couple away. NBA playoff game day live show. Most passion, best community right here. Every game. Sixers play tomorrow night, but this is wild, man. Second one is good for Jaime Jaquez. 4-point game with 28 seconds to go. Once again, this is the NBA playoff game day live show brought to you by National University, powered by Prize Picks. We are going to stay on and have a little post game after this and talk about it. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable game. I don't know what Grant Williams was doing there. Why is he even in? Why is he even in? Why is Grant Williams even in the game, man? I still got to put Knipple in the game, man. That's wild. That's wild. 400 people in the chat, 200 likes. Drop the yes, sirs. Let's go. Yes, sir. Guys, I got to chill out, man. Drop the yes, sirs for me. I got to relax. We got a big game tomorrow night. You know what I mean? I've done all this research. I've planned for it. But my energy, I'm sure when we hit the pregame show tomorrow night, I'm going to be ready to go. But man, this game is feeling like a game 7 right now. This game's feeling like a game 7 right now. Yeah, Con Knipple's not putting a good taste in the Rookie of the Year voters' mouths right now. Terrible game for Con. He's been off lately. Here's the inbound. Charlotte absolutely needs a bucket. 25 seconds left in their season, potentially. Kobe White dishes it up. Here's Miller off the pass from Bridges. Got it for 3. Are you serious?
He's on fire.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. These are the moments that you live for, man. Kobe White gets jammed. He throws it to Bridges on the oppo wing. He taps it over to Miller, a contested deep 3, and he knocks it down, and the Hornets are alive.
Let's go.
Unbelievable, man. 1-point game. 18 seconds to go. This is wild, guys. Guys, please no spoiling in the chat, no spamming, none of it. Wow. Wow. No Bam Adebayo, who got taken out by a dirty play by LaMelo early. The Heat have battled all game. This is how this game has gone all game long. And here's Pat Riley. Looks like he's about to throw up. 1-point game. The Heat have the lead. They're going to have to, I don't even know what the free throw percentages are. I'm so nervous to even look right now. But the Hornets are going to have to They're going to have to foul. Hope that they miss one. Even if they make both, Hornets have to hit a three. Brian Forverts, Pumper, $5 super chat. Sixers have the worst record against current playoff teams. RB, my guy. B Pump, what's up, man? We'll deal with the Sixers hate in a little bit. Listen, Sixers should win tomorrow, but if I don't know if the Sixers can deal with the physicality of the Heat or the Hornets right now. Shout out B Pump, man. Guys, 18 seconds to go. 440 in the house. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go. We got B Pump in the chat. We got the members in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. What a game this has been, man. What a game. Hawk is looking to inbound. He's going to find Tyler Hero. Hero gets it in the backcourt. He's turning. He's spinning. They're not fouling. And now Bridges almost jumps on his shoulders. They wasted so much time. I don't know what that was. But anyway, it's going to be Tyler Hero at the line for two. He is 6 of 14 from the field on the night. He is 2 of 2 from the line. This is what good coaching looks like. I agree. B-Pump says can't hate when it's facts. Well, the Sixers are better than the Magic. I believe that. I do believe the Sixers are better than the Magic right now, but they are mid. First one good for Tyler Hero. Con Knipple and LaMelo Ball waiting to see what happens from the bench. Pell Larson going to come back in for Miami. You guys have just joined in the last several minutes. I mean, this is how this game has been all night long. This is how this game has been. It's been an unbelievable contest. Miami, the play-in champions, pretty much. I mean, they've done this every freaking year. And the second one is good for Tyler Hero. Timeout, Charles Lee. 114, 111. One shot. Fate of the universe. Season on the line. Charlotte Hornets have had a lot of great moments this season. Their best season in a decade, maybe. They have a promising future, but they are on the brink of elimination. And I said in the pregame that Miami didn't get enough credit. They didn't get enough respect for the way that they have handled their business over the years in the play-in. Del Curry's looking on. He's nervous. He's about to throw up. Listen, man, one shot. Season on the line. Who do you want to give it to? Knipple's 2 of 12. I think it's got to be Miller. Miller or Bridges, who's 4 of 8 from 3. Miller's 5 of 10. If you told me that LaMelo would be 2 of 15 from 3 and Knipple would be 0 of 6 and we'd be here right now, I don't know if I'd say that, especially without Bam Adebayo. But this is where, as a coach, you save your best play in the playbook and you let it fly. This is going to be crazy, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Thank you for being here. We'll be here tomorrow night, Sixers and Magic. Hopefully not as cardiac as this. Here we go. Here we go. The Hornets have shot 51 threes in this game. 16 of 51. The Magic are the Heat are 15 of 36. Here we go, man. Here we go. Knipple will be on the bench. He's not even in the game. Zion James is going to be the inbounder. Kobe White, Brandon Miller. Grant Williams is in the game? And LaMelo Ball? Why is Grant Williams in the game? Triple action. Hornets looking. They get it to Kobe White. He turns. He fades. Got it! They got it! Unbelievable! Are you kidding me? There's no way! There's no way!
He's on fire!
Guys, this is the best playing game of all time, man. This is the best playing game of all time. I've never seen a playing game like this. This is unbelievable. A triple action blown up. Their last resort is to find Kobe White, who's got 2 inches of space in the corner. He turns 180, heaves it up over Pell Larson in his grill and hits the game-tying 3. Yo. Yo. Kobe White had 14 in the third quarter. He sat in the early fourth. He comes back and he hits the biggest shot of the game. But there's still 10 seconds to go. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable, man. Dude, this is the best playing game I've ever seen. I think this is the second playing game I've ever live streamed. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. I'm not here just getting hyped. Like, bro, this has been getting more hype over the Hornets than the Sixers. Dude, are you not entertained? When have the Sixers been this entertaining? This game is incredible, man. This game is incredible. $500 people in the chat. Here we go. Down to one play. 10 seconds left. Here's the inbound of Tyler Hero. Season on the line. You can end the Charlotte Hornets season. Here's Tyler Hero. 4, 3, 2. Hero for the win! No good! We are going to overtime!
Yes. He's on fire! He's on fire!
Yo! Oh my gosh, man. Ruh, what a game, bro. What a game. The Sixers are not beating either one of these teams. Nah, this is wild, bro. Kobe White, with the season on the line, hits a ridiculous turnaround fadeaway three, falling out of the corner. 9 versus the 10 seed. Who would have thought this game would be like this? No Bam Adebayo. No Bam Adebayo. Exited the game in the early second. Wow. Wow, man. I don't know why they took a 3 at the end there. I don't know why they didn't drive it in, but this game is cardiac, man. This game is supposed to be the warm-up for tomorrow night, and I'm losing it right now. This game's taking it out of me, bro. Guys, if you have not yet liked the show, subscribe to the channel. We welcome all NBA fans here. We will be streaming the playoffs just like this. If you like this passion, this intensity, then welcome on in. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes to go. Heat and Hornets. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Wow. Has Kobe been underrated for a while? I mean, yeah, he's definitely been underrated. I thought the trade was interesting to trade Sexton to get Colin, or to trade Colin Sexton to get Kobe White. I thought it was interesting, but he's delivering in this big game, man. 19 off the bench. Charlotte going to win the jump ball, and their fans are on their feet. They are not even sitting down. Charlotte has not won a play-in game ever. They've not been in the playoffs in a decade. And they are feeling it right now. Here's Kobe White, turnaround 3. Couldn't bank it home that time. Still got to play, though. Heat are very tough, man. Very physical. Here's Davion Mitchell. Going to find Jaime Jaquez. Jaquez inside. He drives. He kicks up top. Wiggins. Now Mitchell. Mitchell's had a great night. Sidestep 3. Can't get it. We're fighting Diabate. They are clawing at each other. Here are the Charlotte Hornets. Here's the dribble and the drive from Brandon Miller. He turns, he fades, got it from about 10 feet. Hornets up by 2. Jaime Jaquez, guarded by Kobe White. Here is Davion Mitchell coming around his screen. Mitchell up top, guarded by LaMelo. Mitchell one-on-one. He's going to drive through the lane, finds Jaquez. Jaquez almost had it poked away, turns, fades, got it right back. Tied at 116. Jaquez with the answer. LaMelo going to kick to Brandon Miller. Miller up top finds LaMelo. Diabate going to set a screen from the right side, now the left. LaMelo turns, kicks. Miller, corner, wide open. Bridges, he got it! Miles Bridges puts them back up by 3. 3:20 to go. Hornets have the lead again. Bridges with 26 and 5 triples on the night. Here's Tyler Hero, right to left. Blows by, passes up the layup. Mitchell for the tie. He airballs it. He airballs it. Big time miss by Davion Mitchell. Winner of this game stays alive. Plays the loser of Magic and Sixers on Friday. LaMelo for 3. Can't get it off the back iron, and the Heat pick it up. Unbelievable game, man. Jaquez going to dribble, drive, and spin. Backs down, finds a cutting Mitchell, goes up, lays it in at the cup. 1 point game. 1 point. Here's LaMelo Ball, guarded by Jaquez, going to find Kobe White. Kobe White up to LaMelo, 13 on the shot clock. LaMelo coming around his screen. He's going to drive downhill, wide open. Oops, and Diabate on the back door. Didn't even see him coming. Actually, I think it was Miller. I don't know who it was, man. 3-point lead for the Hornets. Here's the drive and the kick into the corner. Wiggins turning, spinning against Bridges. And Jaquez is fouled by Kobe White. The fans are into it. They are going nuts. Dude, the Hornets are locked in right now. But every time I say that, then I look at Miami and I'm like, yo, they're locked in. So I don't even know, man. I don't even know. 150 to play. It's a 3-point game. Hero going to step back. Fade away, Jay. No good. Hornets have it. 145 to go here in this play-in game. If the Hornets can get a big shot here, it could potentially give them some comfort. Bridges pump fakes in the corner, drives, reverse lay. What a finish by Miles Bridges. Unbelievable finish. He drives the baseline. He switches hands midair, goes from right to left, and kind of just a nasty reverse layup. Up and under for Miles Bridges. Went all the way from one hand to the other. It looked like he was about to do a freaking windmill. Looked like he was in the dunk contest for a second. He just laid it up. Wow, man. Miles Bridges, the longest tenured Charlotte Hornet with 28 and 9, 5 triples. LaMelo with 26 and 9. Dude, this is nuts, man. Can we get some fires in the chat, man? Can we get some fires going in the chat? This is wild, man. Even with a very bad Con Knipple night, I mean, the Charlotte Hornets have gotten so much firepower out of Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, even Kobe White. Knipple's on the bench. And you know what, man? Shout out to the Hornets coach, Charles Lee. We talk all the time about coaching adjustments, right? Well, take notes. Charles Lee is not playing Knipple. Why? Because he's struggling. It's not his night. Making an adjustment, keeping Kobe White in. I like it. 5-point game, 1:25 to go. Feels like the Heat season is on the line. Mitchell going to find Hero. Hero gets some separation, pulls up a three. He misses it. He misses it, and the Hornets take it away. Hero missed a big one right there. 5-point game, 1:08 to go. Here is LaMelo Ball, guarded by Andrew Wiggins. LaMelo coming around his screen. LaMelo, Miller, drives, turns, spins, 2 on the shot clock. Bridges fades away from 3. It's a shot clock violation, so the Heat will have another attempt. Holy crap, man. What a game. What a game, man. And this is just the precursor to tomorrow night, man. Sixers and Magic tomorrow night. They got us going overtime cardiac here tonight. They're trying to wear us out. Sion James going to come in the game. LaMelo's going to come off the floor. They're going to put in more defense. Grant Williams coming in. Khalil Ware comes off the floor for Miami. This is where you need your best if you're Miami. This is it right here. Davion Mitchell, guarded by Bridges. He's going to cross over, drive, accelerate, lays it up and in. Davion Mitchell not going down without a fight. He's got 28 points on the night. And a timeout by Charlotte. 48 seconds to go. It's a 3-point game. Hero missed a big 3 there. But this game has been unbelievable, man. 500 people in the chat. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Get us to 300 likes. This game is wearing me out, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did not expect this to go like this. No Bam Adebayo, by the way. No Bam Adebayo whatsoever since the second quarter. LaMelo took him out on a dirty play. I mean, holy crap. We got Dom in the chat, Soda, Cool J, Busy, Nelson's in the chat, Roz in the chat, Normandy in the chat says, can't wait for the Sixers game. I'll be here. Yes, sir, man. I'm going to need a nice rest after this one tonight because holy crap, bro. This is playoff basketball right here. I'm so glad I did this game. This is fun. I'm energized. I'm in the playoff mood now, you know? My Amazon Prime broadcast is now frozen. I'm seeing a black screen. They better get this freaking game back up, bro. I literally do not see the game right now. Technical difficulties? No way. No way. Y'all got to pause this, bro. Y'all got to pause this, bro. Nah, bro. There's no way. There's no way we got technical difficulties, bro. Guys, I can't watch the game, bro. Nobody can watch it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to pretend to know what's going on here. All right, let me look up the play-by-play here. Let me see if I can find what's going on because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. This is the worst time possible, man. All right, so apparently LaMelo Ball made a driving layup. LaMelo Ball made a layup with 26 seconds left. LaMelo made a layup, and it's now a 5-point game. I cannot believe that we're on technical difficulties right now. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. There's Kemba Walker, by the way. He's a coach with the Hornets. That's crazy. I was just talking about him earlier. So it looks like Charlotte got a bucket, and it's now a 5-point game. This has been nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. There it is. LaMelo drive all the way past Mitchell. He jumped. Shouldn't have done that. Wow. Hornets fans are probably the ones that blew the broadcast up. They're going nuts. LaMelo looks like a psycho, bro. LaMelo looks like he's like losing his mind, bro. Better not let him drive that Lambo tonight. All right, 5-point game, season on the line. Here we go. Oh, screen went black for a split second. I thought it was going to blow out again. Pell Larson at inbound. They got shooters on the floor. Going to find Hero. Turnaround, fadeaway, corner three. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable shot! What? What? 17 seconds. It's a 2-point game. LaMelo to James. Stolen away. Larson. Hero. The Heat have it back. 10 seconds. Hero for three. He's fouled. He's fouled. Tyler Hero, who is 3 of 3 on the night, who is 91% from the free throw line this year, is going to the line with a chance to put the Heat in the lead. First one is good. Guys, I cannot believe what I'm watching right now. What the hell is this game? Hero hits a 3, the Hornets throw it back to the Heat, and Hero gets fouled in the corner for another 3. And just like that, they were down 5, and now they have a chance to take the lead. Second one is good for Tyler Hero. One more to go for the lead with 8.7 to go. This crowd is having a freaking heart attack. I'm watching the people in the stands here. They don't know if they'll ever get back. They look like their heart is in their stomach right now. Oh my God. They look like scarecrows out here, man. What in the world what is going on in Charlotte tonight, man? Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy. And the third one from Tyler Hero, drum roll please, is good. The Miami Heat take the lead, 126-125. Guys, I don't have any more words, man. Guys. Guys, this game is absolutely drunk. This game is drunk. LaMelo Ball shouldn't have been celebrating so fast. He should have been worried about not turning it over. Wow. You got to give the Heat credit for the way that they're fighting right now, man. You got to give them credit. LaMelo Ball looks like he is pissed right now. No spoiling in the chat, guys. No spoiling. 650 in here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Here we go. 1-point game. Winner moves on to Friday. Loser is done. Do the Hornets have one more trick in the bag? Kobe White hit an unbelievable three at the end of regulation. All they need is 2 or to get fouled. Zion James looking, scanning, gets it into LaMelo. LaMelo going to turn the corner against Hawkes, beats it to the rim, lays it in! Hornets take the lead! 4 seconds. Mitchell down the floor all the way. It was blocked. Was it a goaltend? Was it a goaltend? If not, the game is over and the Hornets win. Mitchell threw it up. They're not saying any goaltend. Who got the block? So LaMelo Ball goes from almost giving up the game to scoring the game-winning bucket. And somebody had a game-winning block on the other side. I want to see that again. LaMelo Ball looks like he's about to do something dangerous. Wow. 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 All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's the replay. Hawkes could not stay in front. He tried to block LaMelo. Mitchell ran it all the way down the floor. He went up. And it was Miles Bridges, it looked like, who got the hand on it. Just got it before it hit the backboard. It was this close from being a goaltend. Wow. Wow, guys. Guys, that was the best playing game ever, man. Holy crap. Guys, first off, all 600 people in here, thank you so much for experiencing this game with me. I did not expect anything like this. First off, I will say, tune in tomorrow night for our typical Sixers game day live show, Sixers and Magic. If it's anything like this game, man, it's going to be a wild ride. Drop some fires in the chat, man. Drop some fires in the chat. Holy crap, man. Unbelievable. The Hive is alive. The Hive is alive. 76ers play tomorrow night against the Magic. That's going to be a fiery game, probably physical and chippy, but I don't know if anything can top what I just watched in the Heat versus the Hornets game. Welcome in. NBA playoff post-game live show presented by Prize Picks. Let's jump right into it, man. Throughout the playoffs, we'll be streaming a ton of these different games. We'll be, streaming all of these teams at some point. We're going to do little post-game recaps, reactions right after the game for the people just tuning in. If you missed this game tonight, you need to go watch the game back. That was the best play-in game that I have ever seen. I mean, the big-time moments. We said it at the beginning. This is where stars are made. This is where the bright lights come on. And for the Charlotte Hornets, who have not been in the playoffs in a decade, to weather the storm the way they did and somehow win this ball game and get their first play-in win, and also take down the team in Miami that has had the most play-in success with 4 wins. That was incredible. That was incredible. Now, first and foremost, shout out to the Miami Heat, because that intensity that they brought the entire game was special. And they lose their leader early on in the game in Bam Adebayo. They lose him as he gets, we'll call a spade a spade. It was a dirty play. Bam Adebayo gets tripped up, and I thought it was going to derail the Miami Heat. Because at the end of the day, he's their leader. I thought they were cooked. And from the first tip-off to the end of the game, through overtime, they just didn't stop playing. Every time the Hornets hit a big shot, the Heat answered right back. And it felt like at multiple points in the third and the fourth quarter, the Heat had this game won. You get to halftime, and the Miami Heat are leading by 2. I mean, it's a cardiac game. And then in the third quarter, Kobe White, the unsung hero, the guy that the Hornets traded for at the deadline, a lot of people were scratching their heads. Why would you trade Colin Sexton to get Kobe White? Well, guess what? It paid dividends in the biggest game of the season. Kobe White in that third quarter, when you felt the Hornets' energy fluctuating and it was starting to fall and it was starting to derail and they needed a spark plug, they call upon Kobe White after Con Knipple was essentially ice cold the entire game. Rookie wall, tired legs, I don't know. He just didn't have it. Shout out to the Hornets coach Charles Lee for actually adjusting. He realized, hey, Con didn't have it, didn't play him for the last however many minutes. But they needed a spark plug. So what do? They call upon Kobe White, and this guy loses his mind in the third quarter. 14 points in the third alone for Kobe White. 4 of 4 from 3. 5 of 5 from the field. And then you get to the fourth quarter after the Hornets score 37 in the third, and it's going back and forth. And I'm going to try to pull up the play-by-play so that I don't miss anything, but I'm going to miss stuff because the amount of chaos in that game was absolutely ridiculous. That game was out of this world. That was the best play-in game of all time. It almost felt like it dethroned the play-in champions. That's what it felt like. But it's all tied up with 7:50 to go. And you're going back and forth. You see LaMelo Ball shoot up a couple wild threes. You see Grant Williams, who I thought had 2 really bad three-point attempts in the fourth. Like, every possession mattered. The season was on the line. And then the Charlotte Hornets, who, by the way, I mean, this was a game of runs. You want to talk about game of runs. Hornets were on a 15-4 run at the end of that third. Then here come the Miami Heat. They start off the fourth quarter on a 19-4 run. And the Heat are dominating. Whether it was Tyler Hero, whether it was Khalil Ware, who, by the way, Khalil Ware had a magnificent night. And I want to talk about him a little more here in a few minutes. But Tyler Hero had 23 points. Davion Mitchell, who I guess is like maybe the play-in GOAT at this point, even though he got blocked on the last shot. Davion Mitchell had 9 points early in that fourth quarter. And then Andrew Wiggins had 9 points early in that fourth quarter. I feel like they went away from Wiggins after he had 2 threes, but Andrew Wiggins was knocking down shots. Davion Mitchell was knocking down everything. It felt like the momentum had shifted over to Miami. And I got to give them a lot of credit because at the beginning of this game, in our little pregame, I sat here and I said, don't discount Miami's experience. Now, the game was going how I expected it to go. I thought it would be tight in the first half and then the Hornets would pull off, and they did. But again, Miami just had an answer every single time. And they got to that fourth quarter, and the experience really showed. The Hornets made a couple mistakes, and the Heat would punish them for it. But anyway, we get down to the last several minutes, and this is where it just gets out of this world. Because the Heat go up by 6 after a Wiggins 3. Then here come the Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Miller, I thought, made some really clutch buckets in this game. 23, 4, and 6. We'll get to LaMelo in a second, but Miles Bridges was the guy in the first half, 28 points in this game, 9 boards, 5 of 10 from 3. Miller had 23 on 5 threes. He played 37 minutes, but he wasn't playing a lot because he was in foul trouble. But then Tyler Hero comes back with 2 minutes to go. He makes a 3 to put him up by 6. And once Tyler Hero hit that 3, you're thinking, okay, man, like this is it for the Hornets. It's now or never. Then they miss a 3-pointer. They get the rebound. LaMelo misses another 3. And then LaMelo picks up a foul. You're like, okay, they're done. But here come the Charlotte Hornets again. They just don't die. They don't go away. They're stinging. They're buzzing. And a minute later, Miles Bridges hits a big 3 in the corner after I believe it was a swing pass around the perimeter. And the Heat were in zone in the second half. They made a lot of defensive adjustments. I thought Spoelstra brought his best game. And then Davion Mitchell misses a floater, so the Hornets get it back. Grant Williams, this was the second one he missed. I thought it was ridiculous. He shoots a 3 in the corner. He misses it by a mile. So then here come the Miami Heat. And Jaime Jaquez gets fouled. And he goes 1 of 2 at the line. That miss could have been very, very valuable. Could have saved their season. So the Charlotte Hornets are down by 4 with 28 seconds to go. Here comes Kobe White back in the game. What do the Hornets do? Quick touch pass at the top of the arc. They needed to have a 3 here. Otherwise, the game's over. Kobe White dishes it over to Miles Bridges. He touches it up top to Brandon Miller. And Brandon Miller, with a Pell Larson hand right in his grill, hits a 3 to make it a 1-point game. So here come the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero gets fouled. Hero makes both free throws. So once again, here are the Charlotte Hornets, where they desperately need a 3, and the Heat know they need a 3, and there's 12 seconds left. So this is the craziest part of the game. Kobe White, who had 14 in the third, did nothing in the fourth quarter, was benched for most of the fourth, comes back in the game, and on the final draw-up, the Hornets, I'd have to go back and look at it, but it looked like they were drawing up a play for Brandon Miller, which I thought they were going to do. Anyway, that gets blown up, and the last look, honestly, I thought it was going to be a 5-second violation. And they find Kobe White running the baseline, who catches the ball with about 2 inches of space. He turns around 180 style and just heaves it high into the air over, I believe it was Pell Larson, and he knocks down the game-tying 3. I mean, that is a shot that you put in the Hornets Hall of Fame. Listen, no disrespect to the Hornets. They don't have a lot of great moments, especially not as of late. Unbelievable shot by Kobe White. Then Tyler Hero gets a shot to win it. I don't know why they went for a 3 with the game on the line. And Tyler Hero misses a 3. So now we go to overtime, and it gets even crazier. And I know I'm probably boring some people, but like this is how wild this game was. And I'm going to get to your comments in a few, I promise. But in overtime, it's going back and forth, back and forth. Miles Bridges, I thought, was clutch in overtime, made a couple big shots. Davion Mitchell's knocking down shots. Brandon Miller. There was an alley-oop where LaMelo finds was it Miles Bridges or Brandon Miller? One of them cutting back door, throws down an alley-oop. And once again, the Charlotte Hornets have their backs against the wall because Miami's knocking down shots. But then here comes the Charlotte Hornets. Then Miles Bridges makes a shot with 1:30 to go. It's a 5-point game. 5-point game. Davion Mitchell makes a driving layup with 48 seconds to go. Then LaMelo. This is where the game gets wild, bro. 26 seconds to go. LaMelo makes the layup. And there was technical difficulties, so we didn't see it in real time. The Amazon Prime broadcast goes aloof. So we don't know what's going on. It was a 3-point game. Hornets call a timeout. Nice play. They draw up for LaMelo, going downhill, scores it. So now the Heat have 26 seconds left. They're down 5. So the Hornets regain the momentum. You're thinking, okay, the game's over again. Tyler Hero hits a three fading out of bounds. He's like falling backwards, fading out of bounds, almost like a Kobe White shot. Hits a three, makes it a 2-point game. And then the Charlotte Hornets are bringing it up the floor. Keep in mind, 2 seconds ago, LaMelo's like flexing. He's going crazy. LaMelo had that look in his eyes. LaMelo turns it over at half court. And the Heat get it right back. Hero takes it to the corner and gets fouled on a 3-point shot. So 2 seconds ago, you're up by 5. You feel like the game's pretty much over. You let up a 3. And then you give the ball right back and Hero gets fouled on another 3. So now he has a chance to take the lead, and he does. He hits all 3 free throws. So now the Heat are back up by 1, and the Hornets season's on the line. And the fans look like they're going to throw up. You got Del Curry over there. He looks like his heart's in his stomach. The fans couldn't even breathe. They were living and dying with every possession. Shout out to the Hive, the Hornets Hive. They were on it. And with the game on the line and the season on the line again, they call up a play for LaMelo. He turns the corner, blows by Hopkins, lays it up and in. Hornets take a 1-point lead. Davion Mitchell with 4 seconds runs it down the floor, just gets it up. And Miles Bridges, the longest tenured Hornet, who had a phenomenal game tonight, he's got to be one of the players of the game, blocks the shot to send them to paradise, a.k.a. the second play-in game. Just missed the goaltend, by the way, maybe by like a couple inches. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a full-on recap of what just happened. I still can't believe it. There's probably a ton that I missed, but that game was unbelievable. That game was unbelievable. Now, I got a few final takes for you because, again, I don't want to go too long on this post-game show. Tomorrow, we have Sixers and Magic. I got to get ready for that. And again, we have a lot of games to stream in the playoffs. But I have 2 or 3 takes that I want to make on the other side. And I want to read out some of your comments as well. I want to talk about the LaMelo dirty incident in the second quarter, I mean. I want to talk about the Sixers matchup versus one of these teams and a few other things as well. But that game is a play-in all-time classic. I mean, I know that we've only had one play-in game right now. But to be quite honest with you, man, that has to be up in the running for game of the year. I mean, that was just phenomenal hoops from start to finish. It just never went away. And when Bam Adebayo got hurt, I didn't think that was going to be the case, but it was. All right, give me your thoughts on that game. Where do you rank that game? How do you feel about the Charlotte Hornets? Give me all your thoughts down below. I'm going to give you mine here and a few more on the other side, but real quick, a shout out to our partner of the postgame show, Prize Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, what did we say? You know, the experience, the playoff experiences where stars are made. Well, guess what? Every play does count, and there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than with Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. I mean, just look at this game tonight. Unbelievable. Literally every bucket and every dime counts when you're playing on Prize Picks. You can build lineups with multiple parlays in the same sport. You could look at the NBA. You could have took the more on LaMelo tonight. Miles Bridges even. Shoot, even Khalil Ware, who I thought would be an X factor, and he went way on the more with rebounds. You can parlay these together, different games, a ton of sports happening right now. Check out their team picks markets as well, where you can pick game winners, spreads, and totals, all on top of the player picks you already know. Cash in if you're right. They're in all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderella moments this spring with team picks on Prize Picks. With team picks, what's really cool is you can even pick who's going to win a series, the league MVP, the league in itself, the finals, and much more. It's another way to pick the sports you love, all on Prize Picks. Team picks are available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. Prize Picks also offers payouts early, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out the winnings before the game even finishes. Check out their early payout option and download the Prize Picks app today. Pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. Get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when using the code CLNS. Once again, use code CLNS. Get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. And shout out to this game, man. Shout out to this game, man. Last couple things I want to say about this game. Number one, in terms of the 76ers and the matchup with this team, because I know a lot of you want to hear my take on that. Well, first off, shout out to everybody that's watched the preview video. If you haven't yet, go listen to that preview video tonight in preparation for tomorrow. I gave all the research, analysis, and everything else I wanted to talk about. But even more after watching this game tonight, if the 76ers match up against the Hornets on Friday night, especially with 1 day rest, the Hornets are going to have a couple day rest. I don't see a way the Sixers beat the Hornets. They're fast, they're physical. Their season was done multiple times tonight. And they salvaged it, and they saved it, and they pulled it out of you-know-where. I mean, the Charlotte Hornets literally should have been done. And the fact that they were able to win this game and stay alive and just show so much toughness for a young team, especially with their shooting. I mean, like we said in the pregame, you know, they're top 3 in the NBA in shooting and scoring, but they were struggling for a lot of the night. I mean, they shot 56 threes, 18 made, 32%. That's not normal for the Hornets. They were able to win this game despite the way that they were struggling from beyond. I mean, they were chucking. It took a lot of special performances. Concanipple kind of looks like he hit a rookie wall. He has not looked good. And again, shout out to Charles Lee for actually benching him and noticing what was working and keeping Kobe White in. Maybe he's just tired. I don't know. It's crazy how both teams didn't even turn the ball over 10 times. I mean, this was literally just an offensive game. Teams were hitting crazy shots in this game. I don't think the Sixers can keep up with the Hornets' intensity. The Heat are the fastest team with pace in the NBA. And honestly, they gave it everything they had. And that brings me to my final take in this game, because I know some people, it feels like a century ago at this point. We talked about it a lot when it happened. Did the Bam Adebayo injury affect this game? Yes, it did. And I said early on, I thought the Heat were going to try to slow it down a bit, get active in the paint, establish the interior presence. They did do that early on. Now, I want to give a special shout out to Khalil Ware because he balled out. He played 42 minutes, 12 points, 19 rebounds, and 5 blocks. He was everywhere. He was incredible. He stepped up and played the rest of the game at the 5 when Bam went out. I do think that size could have helped stint the Hornets' explosiveness at times in this game. Again, game of runs. It's a 1 game. It felt like a game 7. Like you never know what's going to happen in these games. I thought Khalil Ware handled it well. He was my X factor at the beginning for Miami, but the Bam Adebayo injury definitely affected this game. I'm not saying the Heat would have won, but you lose your anchor, you lose another defensive piece. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Now, was it a dirty play by LaMelo Ball? Absolutely. That was a dirty play. I still think Bam Adebayo was falling to the ground regardless. Like he tripped over Ryan Kalkbrenner's shoe. So he was losing his balance. He was going to the ground. And LaMelo on the floor essentially stuck his hand out and swiped Bam's ankle, and he came crashing down. So at the end of the day, yes, it was a dirty play. I can't believe they didn't stop the game and review it. You saw Eric Spoelstra right after on fire. He was exploding. He's yelling at the referee, "Why are you not looking at this?" A lot of other players in the NBA, if that happened to them, it would be an instant ejection. I'm glad they didn't do it because the game was incredible and LaMelo played really well, 30 and 10. And he really didn't shoot that well from beyond the arc, but he made clutch bucket after clutch bucket. But yeah, it was a dirty play. And it is crazy. It felt like there was a double standard, and the refs kind of started calling a lot of fouls on the Hornets after, almost in a way to make up for it. And it could have affected the game. I thought the Miami Heat brought their best. They brought their best all night long. And if they had Bam, maybe they win it. It sucks. You never want to see a guy go down. You want to see teams play fully healthy. It changed the entire game. But with that being said, the Miami Heat still battled till the end of it. They deserve a lot of credit and a lot of respect. And I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I didn't think it was going to be like this, but they did their thing. And Charlotte Hornets, despite being young and, energetic and inexperienced, I mean, that was a tough win. That was a tough win. Like I said, from looking like the game was over to hitting the big time 3 at the end of regulation to being up by 5, collapsing the lead, your fans look like they're going to throw up, and then to come back and win the game. I mean, that took a lot of guts, man. I don't think the Sixers or the Magic can beat this Charlotte Hornets team. That's how I feel. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for tonight, man. I am exhausted from this game. I didn't think we were going to go almost 4 hours, but we did. Hopefully you enjoyed the coverage. Hopefully you enjoyed the passion. If you do, we do this every single game, so make sure to tune in. Follow our audio podcast. Follow us on all socials. All of those links are down below. Click our link tree and definitely follow us everywhere. Big game to get ready for tomorrow. Going to need the rest after tonight. $2 super chat from Dakota says, I'm a Magic fan. Best of luck for the game tomorrow. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's going to be a very interesting game, Dakota. I don't think either one of those teams want to see the Charlotte Hornets at this point. But as we saw tonight, anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. Guys, was that the best game you've ever seen in the play-in? I think it's a no-brainer. Busy says Con may have hit the rookie wall at the worst time of the season. Ben says experience in big games, it'll come. He'll be fine. Nurse would have forced the player who doesn't have it out there all game. Yeah, maybe. And Charles Lee made an adjustment, took Con out. I don't think he should have had Grant Williams in there, who had a couple bad shots, but he did enough to win the game from a coaching standpoint. Hornets will sting us. Yeah, they will. They will. Just a bunch of like outlier shots that went in tonight. Like just things you couldn't even draw up. But the Hornets fans, if the 70s, I mean, again, I think the Sixers are going to win tomorrow. I think that gave me more confidence tonight after the reports about the Magic locker room. But whether the Sixers are in it or not, I mean, obviously, if the Sixers lose tomorrow, I want them to win on Friday. But if the Sixers win tomorrow, man, I mean, I'm rooting for the Hornets to beat the Magic on Friday because this team is fun. They are. And that was an awesome moment for that franchise tonight. Unbelievable game, ladies and gentlemen. And it's just the start of the playoffs and the play-in. We're going to stream as much as we can. We're going to have fun, experience all these moments. Tonight was incredible. RB, Blazers or Suns? That's a good question. I think the Suns should win, but the Blazers are playing with a lot of momentum right now. Kind of like the Blazers. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow night, Sixers and Magic. Sixer Game Day Live coming up. Thank you all for being a part of this, man. Unbelievable game. One of the best ever. One of the best ever. Hornets get the win 127-126 in epic fashion. Playoff hoops are here. NBA playoff game day live show. NBA postgame live show. Here in the playoffs. Presented by Prize Picks. Appreciate all you, man. Be here tomorrow night. We'll be ready for it. Locked and loaded. Sixers need a W. Enjoy the rest of your guys' night. Catch you on the next one. Peace.